Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
You know, fake Resident Evil fans, you really just can't help but wonder. How does it feel? How does it feel, fake Resident Evil fans, to be a part of the infamous Losers Club? It, believe me, must be so incredibly sad. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here yet again for another CROWBCAT watch party. This guy's a legend, okay? And he's put out a brand new, beautiful film, and we're going to watch it again, okay? And you guys, quite frankly, couldn't handle it yesterday. But today we don't have the rain coming in, at least not yet. That's why we're starting now in case it does come in, okay? So I need you to hit the like button, which is free. I need you to participate in the chat, which is free. If you can go above and beyond, we, of course, appreciate that. We'll get you those lasers in addition to a shout-out as well. And if you could share the stream, which is free as well, you know where to take this one, because this is a very polarizing, even though it shouldn't be, a very polarizing film from CROWBCAT. I have the video in the description if you would like to watch it without a reaction. So it's in the description. Resident Evil 4 is timeless. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a product of its time. It's right there in the description, the first thing that you see. So if you guys want to watch this on your own, which I highly recommend, be sure to do that if you haven't done so already. We have seen the levels of cope as the fake Resident Evil fans are foaming at the mouth. And I've had to deal with these people for years and years on end. You know, about 6 years ago, we had a big flood of fake Resident Evil fans come to my channel. And we were, you know, showing the reality of the situation back then in 2019 and in 2020, and I think 2021 as well. You know, for those games that came out, Resident Evil 2 Remake in 2019, Resident Evil 3 Remake in 2020, and of course Resident Evil Village in 2021. We pulled the curtain back on Resident Evil, and we were very harsh on it. We were very critical, brutally critical, because we care, of course. And they couldn't handle that, believe me, they couldn't handle that. And what they do is they shut down. That's what they do. These fake Resident Evil fans, they haven't developed fully. You know, mentally as well. Physically, I mean, they're 400 pounds in their parents' basement. I mean, there's not much developing going on there. They've really hit rock bottom. But I will tell you, mentally, they are stunted. And what they do, and you're seeing this right now with CROWBCAT, and of course, you know, this was very predictable, because they're very predictable people. You know, they whine like brats when they can't get their way. And when someone doesn't agree with their opinion, and they get the pitchforks out, and it's really sad. I mean, we had to deal with it years and years ago. I said Resident Evil 2 Remake is soulless. I mean, they destroyed the kendo gun shop, right? That iconic moment where you walk into the kendo gun shop in Resident Evil 2, and he says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" You know, things like that. And then the zombies burst through the windows, and they completely, totally destroyed that. That's what they've done. They completely, totally destroyed that. And we showed them the reality of the situation, and they didn't care. I mean, they really just didn't care. And instead, what they wanted to do was be defiant. And it really is so sad. Are we live, guys? One in the chat if we're live, because right now the energy is a little low. And, well, I'm trying to work with you guys here today. Yesterday, we had to set you in your place, and you guys didn't like that. Well, that's okay. Because the last stream we did before the first CROWBCAT watch party was the Samson stream, which did great. I mean, we did great numbers on that because people were curious about that game, and you know, that's ultimately where it stood. And it is unfortunately an Unreal Engine title, but you know, you know, like I said in the CROWBCAT video, it's just time to lower the coffin, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, I mean, this is the way the industry is, and like I said, I think we need to build the reality show where we get talented former developers come together and they build a great game on like ancient dev kits, and I'm telling you, it'd be really fucking cool. Look at this right here. Jack Bitten is coming through. He is coming through, and in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get the lasers. Jack Bitten is out here
Jack Bitten super chatted
for the watch party dose.
99 pence. Watch a long round to Let's Go. Party popper
It
emoji.
is what we love to see. Well, a lot of people said that, well, they didn't say, but we could tell they weren't watching. I called Cobain out. I said, Cobain, you're watching some other guy react to the damn video. He's not even in it. And we're in the video, and that's not me tooting my own horn. It's just the fact that we're in the video, and, you know, that's a testament to our coverage. And CROWBCAT's got a keen eye for that stuff. This guy is unbelievably amazing. I'll tell you that. I mean, the Cyberpunk video as well, man. You get, Levi said earlier, the longest subscriber, by the way, of the live viewing audience, he said that he went back in and watched the Cyberpunk video. I would probably cry if I watched it. That's why I don't know if we could watch it here. We could maybe watch it after the Resident Evil 4 video, but it's so fucking good. And, you know, one of my favorite moments in this video, and there's a lot, and that's why we have to rewatch it, because there is a lot to take in. There's a lot going on in the video. There's layers to it, and if you really look at what CROWBCAT has done, it is so smartly made and put together. and well crafted. That's why they're lashing out in that way, because they have no defense ready. I mean, they have no ammo, they have no shields, they have nothing, and they weren't prepared, they weren't ready. And it's funny because I told these people in here, especially, I said, you know, look, the big video's coming. CROWBCAT is crawling out of the cave, and motherfucking ass, he's coming back in a way that makes sense. The video's 45 minutes long. That's why we're starting early. Plus, there's supposed to be tornadoes that could be spawning later on this afternoon. So we had to start early here today if we want to get through this in a way that makes sense. But we got Jack Bitten coming through. He's popping the cherry, setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. And Jack Bitten he was the one to let us know that GTA 6 was delayed. We'll never forget that. In last November, we were, I think, gonna play Arc Raiders, and he came through with the super chat, and he said GTA 6 is delayed, and I know he's not a troll, so I knew right then and there that it was a sad moment, really, honestly. But we should have information, hopefully soon, on that game, maybe next month, for GTA 6, the biggest entity in all of video. We certainly hope that game is going to live up to expectations, but I'll tell you, those expectations are mighty high. So good luck to Rockstar Games on that, but we shall see. Of course, that comes out November 19th, 2026, 200-something days away. And we got Watch Dogs coming through with it, too. He says, seen this twice. It's an absolute masterpiece. Indeed it is. I mean, CROWBCAT did an incredible, impeccable job, and he worked his tail off on this video, okay? This shit you can't put together in days or weeks. I mean, it takes a culmination. I mean, you have to grind. That's the thing that people... unfortunately just don't like. They just immediately get in with their feelings about this DEMAKE and how amazing it supposedly is, when in reality, of course, it's not. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying they're not, but like, bro, you know, and I can't believe Joshua Trump, and I hate to call people out because it's just like, I'm not saying he's a fake gamer, but like, that was, I don't even know if that's what he said. Maybe we were maybe yesterday maybe we misinterpreted his super chat, but he said he was 35 and he's never played the OG, and it's like, bro, that to me is a little off. I don't understand why the OG game is so like no one freaking played it. It seems. I mean, I know it's a game that came out 20-something years ago, but gee willikers, it's on every console. It's not like you can only play it on GameCube or something. If that were the case, then I would understand. It's like, well, this is why they remade it, because it's somehow locked onto GameCube or PS2 or old consoles like that. There's no way to play it with the modern technology, but that's just not the case. So it's just bewildering to me how many people have not played the original Resident Evil 4 2005. I played it right when it came out in 2005. There was a friend in school, and I traded my copy. I said, do you want to borrow Need for Speed Underground? I think it was 2 or 1. And he had Resident Evil 4, 2 discs. And I still have that copy. So that's how I played it and experienced it on the GameCube, because I think he already beat it. He said it was so amazing, you got to check this out. And he wanted to play Need for Speed Underground, so I traded it. That's how I played it back in 2005 on the GameCube. So, but there's no excuse now. I mean, it's on everything. Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil 2005, Resident Evil 4 2005 is literally on everything. I can't think of something that it's not on. At least modern consoles anyway. And even, you know, previous gen PS4, Xbox One, you can play it on there. You can play it, of course, on the console generation prior to that, and on the current generation as well, and on computer. Maybe not the Mac. I guess that might be the only thing, but I'm sure there's a Mac edition somewhere. I mean, it's just kind of inexcusable how lazy these fake Resident Evil fans are and these fake gamers are when they come on to my show and say that they haven't played the OG, by the way, but they love the DEMAKE. Like, well, of course the video is not going to hit, you know? I mean, the video's not going to hit because you don't care about the old game. I mean, you guys have to put down the frickin' pipe and start playing these classic games. You know? I mean, you know, it's just a terrible shame how they've totally destroyed such a classic, iconic game. You know, I mean, it's a game that generations of gamers grew up with. It's a game that, you know, really defined a generation. of consoles and gamers, and influenced a lot of games that came after it, you know, really reshaped a lot of the gaming industry. And how can you come in here and say that you've never played it before? I mean, I appreciate the honesty, but I think it's a little ridiculous. I really do. I think it's a little ridiculous how you guys come in here and just out loud say that you haven't played the OG Resident Evil 4 from 2005, when again, it is on every single freaking platform that you could pretty much think of. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It really is. So, of course, that's probably where a lot of this is stemming from. They haven't played the OG. They don't care enough to play the OG. And look at this right here. Captain Solo is in the building with the 6. It's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get them blazing. Boy, it's getting cloudy out here already. We got to get going.
83 super chatted $6. Just trying to come through in a way that makes sense,
Crimson
bro.
Desert, by the way.
Any more Crimson Desert play, or are you done with the game?
Well, there's 2 or 3 games coming out later this week, so we will be checking those out. I think in just a few days, those are games that are coming out. So we'll be hopping on to the new releases here soon. And those games we will be checking out, so we need you guys there for that as well. But today we're doing the CROWBCAT watch party. We got 94% on the battery, so we got to keep that in mind before it starts to drain completely and totally. Well, we got Captain Solo in the building coming through with a $6 super chat. We got Watch Dogs in the building with a 3. And we got Jack Bitten, Watch Dogs, Papa the Cherry, 2-time Tony Hawk combo. And Jack Bitten coming through right there with a $5 super chat. It is what we love to see. This is a UK-friendly stream. It should be. And we're hoping to see some faces in here that weren't in here yesterday. So if you guys can page... well, I don't want to shout anyone out because that puts them on the spot, and they could be busy. I mean, it is a Tuesday afternoon after all. But I have to stream it right now because there could be storms again, and I can't wait until later. It's a 45-minute video, and if we have our spiel for about 45 or an hour of time here, then we're going to have to add on. It's a 2-hour stream pretty much guaranteed right there, unless we start it now. But I'm waiting for the seats to begin to be filled so that we can start it in a way that makes sense, because a lot of you guys missed the first reaction. Well, they are fake Resident Evil fans. I mean, it's very certain and very obvious. I mean, I was there for the Resident Evil 1 remake on the GameCube in 2002, and I don't think anyone in here could really say that they were, with this crowd in here especially. Maybe 1 or 2 people at max, but I honestly don't believe that anyone was there for these games. And, you know, that's the boomer coming into play here. I mean, it's a great thing that I am a boomer because we have the knowledge of the classics, and, you know, you guys don't. So, you know, I mean, if you were born 20 years ago, you know, obviously you haven't played the OG. I mean, and you don't care to, because, and that's the thing too with Red Dead Redemption 1. Red Dead Redemption 1 2010 is on every modern console, right? It's on the Switch, it's on the Switch 2, it's on a PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, the whole shebang, right? PC as well. No one cares, right? And that's the problem. No one cares. No one is playing these older games. Yeah, it's lovely weather today. It is lovely weather, but, well, they don't care about that either. It's a sad situation. We were fighting the rain yesterday, and it was becoming very frustrating because we didn't know if it was going to rain or not. So that's why right now it's looking fantastic out here, but that could be changing in another hour or 2. That's why we have to start now. We're not talking about the weather here, though. We're talking about Resident Evil 4, and this is why you guys are a part of the fake. Now, here's what's going on. There actually is a brand new update here today, and Upon Fee is the only member and mod in here, because now the excuse is going to be it's too early. I mean, I heard the excuse yesterday about how people were working, by the way, and if they're so busy working, then they need to start sharing some love in here, because, my God, we don't care enough to hear about your work schedule if you ain't going to share some bread. Like, damn, homie. The fuck's that shit? Like, I would never tell someone that I'm busy working if I can't make it to something. Like, I think that's a little crazy. Like, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to see solutions. I want to see you guys in here. You know, World Class is heavily featured in this video. And again, that's a testament to our journalism. That's a testament to our coverage of Resident Evil 4 Remake in 2023, rather. We covered it very extensively. We got the game 1 week early. And we did multiple streams. Some of them we couldn't show gameplay, and you know, we covered it bigly and strongly. And you know, we're so glad that CROWBCAT noticed and recognized World Class yet again, and I do thank him for that very much. So he's an amazing he's an amazing, I don't even want to say content creator, because that almost devalues his work. Because it's just let's not put him in a category as other creators on this platform. I mean, he's a filmmaker, really. I would argue that he's a filmmaker. I mean, certainly a Hollywood level editor. I mean, he tells stories without. It's a show, but don't speak kind of situation, and that's a very hard thing to pull off. It really is. One of my favorite moments in this video, and there's a lot of them, is when it talks about how you can shoot the enemies through the doors, the wooden doors, and it cuts to the DEMAKE, and I love when he does those hard cuts right to the reality. Oh my God, it just kicks in for me, bigger and stronger, and it's so great, You look back at the old game on that primitive technology, GameCube exclusive at one point, 2005 hardware, and you can shoot the enemies through the doors. And here in the DEMAKE, the wooden doors are made of freaking stone, bro. It's just like, oh my God, how could anyone defend this game is really beyond me. And they are obsessed with Twitter in here. I mean, they are talking about Twitter nonstop in here, and it's like, I don't care what Twitter has to say. Those are losers on there. They're unemployed losers. They're unemployable as well. And it's just like, bro, I got my cherry vanilla Coke right here for the watch party. I also got some snacks. CROWBCAT is really, really not only making a damn point, but he's honestly putting food on the table for a lot of people, and that needs to be respected as well, to be honest. I mean, it's, the amount of work that video took is something. This is why it almost has 500,000 views. He is an artist. That's a great word. That's a great word. That's probably more of what I'm thinking. Yeah, he is an artist, and that's why he gets views. The content speaks for itself. And what's going on right now? There actually is an update here today. Is that the video has been age restricted. The video has been age restricted, and I'm going to assume that's because the fake Resident Evil fans couldn't handle it, and as such they went and they just started clicking on the button, and in droves, and now as such the fake Resident Evil fans, they're foaming at the mouth so much that they have age restricted CROWBCAT'S video. So again, if you want to watch the video, it is linked in the description below, or you can type in CROWBCAT on YouTube here. It's a beautiful video. The fact that they are so bent out of shape on this is unbelievable. Actually, it's not. It's actually pretty predictable, to be honest, because again, I've had to deal with these losers, not to that extent, but I've had to deal with a lot of these vocal losers from like 6 years ago, many of who are still watching, by the way, behind the scenes. They love fucking doing that shit. But I will tell you that they're fucking whack jobs. To say it nicely, the fake Resident Evil fans, or really anyone within that community, especially if they, if they think their feelings are hurt, oh boy, do they make that known that that's not a thing that, they like to hear. So they get stupid and silly. I mean, they really do. They get stupid and silly. I can name 5 people right now, and I'm not going to do it, but I could name 5 people right now that just got bent out of shape, over my opinion, on the Resident Evil 2 remake. And boy, oh boy, is that a sacred one. And CROWBCAT even covered that in this video, and that's why the video is so deep. Because when you really think about what CROWBCAT's doing in this video, is he's reinforcing. It's unbelievable. I mean, it really is. In fact, I don't even know if I can fully comprehend it, but he's taking gameplay that he's recorded, and I don't even think people understand this when they watch the video. Most people are probably just like, yeah, that's the commentator's gameplay, and it's like, well, in some cases it is, but the majority of the video is CROWBCAT showing you the reality of the situation. And so he's reinforcing it from people that have played the game during launch, and showing that as well. So you're getting, it's a 2-for-1 special is what you're getting here, and it's doubling down, and it's fucking insane how they want to sit there and still act like stupid idiots when they just have really no right to. I mean, you can have your opinion on the game, but until you can make a video that demonstrates, I mean, it's just unbelievable to me. How, oh, is it already raining? I think it's already raining. Jeez. This is just these are hard streams to do these days. They got rain out of nowhere. It's unbelievable. How dare you disagree with me? I'm shitting my pants in rage. Well, they go. Believe me, Swirly, they don't do that. They get into psychotic mode. These people are sociopaths, and they've already age restricted the video. CROWBCAT'S video is age restricted. But here's the thing: CROWBCAT still won. So it is time to apologize, because guess what? That doesn't matter. Okay. At the end of the day, what's going to matter is that the video is going to be shared. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't pop up in the algorithm. It doesn't matter that it's age restricted, because at the end of the day, the video is so fucking good, the film is so fucking good, that they're going to take the link and they're going to share it on all of these other, which they've already done. And that's how it has accumulated so many viewers, is because this is a great film and people want to share that. And they want to say, wow, I just watched this. And I'm telling you, bro, you got to go watch the Cyberpunk video. It is, I don't know how anyone could ever support CD Projekt Red again. I mean, I really, you know, it's unbelievable what they've done, and how they've just, that whole, can you believe that that actually happened? They went from the, they went from the goodwill of The Witcher 3, which I never cared about anyway, because it's a PC game. I mean, you know, and back then we didn't have gaming PCs or anything like that. So we couldn't even, you know, and of course it was on console, but no one's playing those games on console. I mean, you know, not initially anyway. It's a PC game. It's just like Cyberpunk. It's a PC game. That's, you know, that's where, but still, I mean, They had all this goodwill going in, Witcher 3, which, by the way, that game at launch is probably just as big of a disaster as Cyberpunk, but no one cares enough to go back and look. And we might have to do a stream like that where we do go back to the Witcher 3 version 1 on the PS4 and see how bad that is, because I've never seen that or played that. Another game would be Fallout New Vegas on the PS3. We'd like to check that out on the disc. We might have to do that as well. But with that said, you know, they had all that goodwill and they go right in with Cyberpunk, and it's such a big disaster that the investors had to sue. Not only that, but CD Projekt Red, they offered refunds. That's not well known for some reason. You know, they know that PlayStation Network pulled it off the store, but CD Projekt Red themselves were offering refunds for disc copies. So you got a free game. And I'm not trolling on that. You can go look it up. It was so fucking bad that that's what had to happen. There will never be in our lifetime another game. And again, I could pop in that version right now, Cyberpunk on PS4, and we could have entertainment. And I'm actually glad it shipped that way, because the game would have been boring as fuck if it would have came out perfect, you know? I mean, not perfect, but if it would have came out in the shape that it's in now, boring as hell. We don't need to see that. So it's actually great that it launched in the state that it did, because it was way more entertaining. Guys, we need you to hit the like button and share the broadcast. You guys know where to take this, Reddit, Twatter, V. Get it out there as we start reacting, and in a way that makes sense. It's starting to get cloudy out here. The sun was literally, just rewind the stream 30 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, the sun was out, and now there's clouds everywhere. We certainly hope that we don't get into a situation where it starts raining out here. But that's why we started early. And look at this right here. The Queen is in the building. She is coming through. And boy, oh boy, is she so fantastic. The Queen is so amazing. And she's so beautiful. She's so fantastic. She's so sexy. And she's rolling out that heart-shaped carpet. And certainly in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get the hearts out for the Queen with that beautiful super sticker. She's coming through, and she's coming through in a way that makes sense. And she's all lovely as hell. We do love the Queen. Molly, I love. And that is what we love to see. She's coming through. Just a beautiful person, I'll tell you. Just an amazing, sweet, lovely person. And she is the best in the world, that I can tell you. And she's coming through with her fantastic and immaculate support. The most keto comfy live show in all of video. The Queen coming through. Look at that right there. Two-time Tony Hawk combo. She coming through with the hot dog. And we got the hot dog right here. We got the beef jerky sticks for this watch party. We also have the ice cream float Coca-Cola. And the wind is picking up. The tornado could be spawning at any moment. Gee willikers. We got Pixie coming through. Look at this right here. Pixie is coming through with a $2 super chat. He says The Witcher 3 on console is awful launch as well. Yeah, we might have to check that out because I have no idea what that's like. And, well, they probably wouldn't be able to handle it, but that's okay because what can they handle? You know what I mean? I already told you guys, I knew this weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Months ago, I said, CROWBCAT is making the video, and he's coming back, and he's coming back bigly, and this is going to be bigger than GTA 6, and I was right. And the reaction is so predictable. The reaction is seriously so predictable that it's not even funny. You know what I mean? The reaction is so predictable. They whine like big babies, like they got freaking the bib on still, and they're like, eh. You know, I mean, really, that's the Resident Evil community, and well, I'm glad that CROWBCAT said, you know, you guys can whine, but here's the big one, and they're still trying to digest this. I mean, as am I. There's so much to this video that it's not even funny, and I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. I mean, there's actually a lot to this video that wasn't even covered in his initial Resident Evil 4 video. And look at this right here. The Queen is coming through yet again, and it is what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get the hearts out for the Queen. She is so fantastic and so spectacular that we can tell you, rolling out that heart-shaped carpet, and in a way that makes sense. You love to see it. The Queen coming through beautifully and strongly. And so fantastically. She's so beautiful and so amazing, so lovely, so sweet, so mesmerizing that we can tell you. And she's beautiful, and we love to see that beautiful support right there that we can certainly tell you. Get some hearts in the chat, guys. We need you to lock in here. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these numbers right here. Almost 200 people in the building. I think we could do a little bit better. You know, it's funny how, and I hate to do this, but it's funny how other people that... Where are all the viewers? I'm not gonna go on an ego rant here, but like I'm featured in the video. I guess people don't care. Well, they don't care. I mean, they really just don't care because they don't care about what's being. They just want to react in the comments section and join this like circle jerk of like, yeah, we're smarter and superior because we have the general consensus opinion, and it's just like, shut your bitch ass up. But my point is, how do these other people that aren't even in the video have like 1,000 viewers when they react to the frickin' video? Meanwhile, I'm in the frickin' video with the reality of the situation, and it's just like you can barely get 200 views. Like, what is that? It's the bubble. I told you there's a bubble in here, and it can't be broken. You know, and in fact, Stephen King should be writing a novel on this show because, my God, it is a horror show. That we can certainly tell you. Under the Dome 2, World Class is in the Dome. He can't get out, and it's been that way for over half a decade now. It's unbelievable. I'll tell you that. It really is. I mean, I thought Cyberpunk was going to be our moment because we had something really big there, and they still couldn't lock in because they said, well, World Class has eyeballs. You know, they want to play doctor on the internet and say, well, you know, I'm an eye care specialist, and I know exactly what your eyes are doing, and it's like, well, you don't know. So, you know, I mean, you don't know. So it's funny how they want to just jump to the, you know, they're going to throw out these terms and say, well, this is what's wrong with your eyes, and it's like, no, that's not what's wrong with them. You know what's wrong with them? I'm not going to say it. I'm going to crack open the ice cream float Coke. Coca-Cola ice cream float. Now, we've had this before, and I will say that it is more cherry flavored. Look at this right here, bro. Dude, we're not going to get through it again. You guys need to lock in and hit the like button, share the broadcast. Now, I will say that this is more cherry flavored than vanilla. So, but I guess it has to be because they already have Coca-Cola vanilla, and that would cannibalize the sales of that, right? So I would assume this would have to be more cherry prominent. That would make sense to me, but we'll try it. We had it in the bottle last time. We're going to try it in a can, see if the can tastes a little bit different. We're going to have some snacks. It is the watch party. This is the big one that we were waiting for. So it can't be a one and done because it's that damn good. And I already know yesterday we missed a lot of stuff in the video. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Whew. I already know, oh, that hit different. That thing was loud. I already know yesterday that we missed certain things in the video that we're going to be picking up on here today. And I like at the beginning of the video, this guy is a masterclass, bro. Literally an artist. At the beginning of the video, it shows the producer of Resident Evil 4, and it's not Shinji Mikami, it's the lesser-known guy. And at the end of the video, it comes full circle and it shows him receiving the Game of the Award. Dude, like, you guys aren't getting the video. I told you guys, when CROWBCAT puts out a video, they watch it, and all they can do is think about how they're going to respond. They're not thinking about, like, taking the video in for a minute and letting it marinate. They just want to think about their outrage response or whatever they have to say to get upvotes in the comment section. That's really the problem. They're not taking it in. Dude, it's the video. Like, the video starts with an interview of him and his thoughts on the gaming industry at that time in 2005. And at the end, at the very end of the video, it shows him getting that Game of the Award trophy at the Game Awards with Samuel Jackson back in the day. They're not even. They don't even understand the video. Like, holy shit. Dude, there's like multiple stories being told in the video. There's multiple stories being told in the video. This is like Inception level. Oh, man. Maybe that was better than we thought. Cherry float, by the way. Okay, we got Zinky coming through. He says, looking fresh today. That's what we're talking about. We are looking fresh today. It's hitting different. But it's funny because if CROWBCAT put out a video and said that the remake is so amazing and went with the general consensus opinion, they would all be worshiping CROWBCAT. CROWBCAT's the best in the world, right? That's what they would be saying. You know, he's the best, you know. And since he's not doing that, they want to lash out and say, how dare you have something that's challenging my opinion? They're a bunch of whack jobs. And we've had to deal with these people probably before most of you came onto the channel. So maybe you don't understand, but this is in early 2020. I don't know how many people. Levi, I know Levi was in here. Levi was in here. And you know, it's ironic too. There's people in that video, in the CROWBCAT video. Well, I don't know if we should say more than that. But there's people in the CROWBCAT video that are a part of a certain community that like to, well, they're all banned now, but they should be thinking world class for that spotlight, because, oh, yeah. Unreal. It really is unreal. I don't understand. Here's the thing. If you've never played the original, well, first of all, your opinion doesn't hold much weight, but I'll leave it at that. You know, if just found the channel, CROWBCAT'S description. That's amazing, and he's got a lot of other great people on there too that have made videos on this game. But you know, it's insane to me how no one, how it's very few people. Like, and another great part of the video is when he shows how people were waking up things about how CROWBCAT manipulated the audio in the first video and how the game was not quiet and all that stuff. And then CROWBCAT cuts to all of the evidence where he's showing these streamers all had to turn up the audio of the game, even though it was already maxed out, because the actual game is objectively quiet. Oh my God, it's actually fucking oh my God. Is it storming? Or is that an airplane? Could be a tornado. Oh, what the hell that was. I heard something in the sky. Just like Red Dead Redemption 2, if you say Red Dead Redemption 2 is bad without getting hate, I feel it inside of me and it's just I mean, I already got videos on Red Dead 2 from literally 8-9 years ago, so we've already talked about it then. But it's funny how one of my features that I was requesting in Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually in Crimson Desert. So there are things in Crimson Desert that it does get right. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But for me, as a 35-year-old dude, I don't have time for that anymore. I mean, I just don't have the patience for it anymore. I don't want to sit around with a 200-hour video game and play this, you know, medieval thing. Like, I mean, that would have worked when I was in my early 20s and stuff like that. But, like, bro, I'm not going to sit around. Now, GTA 6, I'll make that exception. I'll invest 200 hours plus into that game if it's great. You know, no doubt about it. Because that's more of a genre that I you know, I think is more interesting. But I think it's a game that came a little bit too late, you know. If you're an older gamer now, if you guys are in your early 20s, and, you know, that's a different story, which most of you seemingly are. I mean, how many 30-year-olds are in here? Probably not many. And it's just like, well, that's why you guys can't resonate with this video. You can't resonate with what we're talking about because you weren't there. You know, it's unbelievable. I could name 3 people right now. I don't know where they're at. And it seems odd to me that they're not in here when we have, you know, it just doesn't. Where are you guys at? You know who I'm talking about. Where are you at? Hello? Yeah, like I'm being dead ass. Like, where are you guys at? I mean, we took a 4-day absence from this because you guys needed a break, and I said I'll come back when the new releases are coming out. The big one drops. This is what we've been waiting for weeks and months. And that's why we're live, because we're reacting to this. We got 82% battery. I got to lower that brightness. This is what we're doing. And I just, you can't be making excuses because we're running it back again today. So if you can't hit 2 streams at different time frames, then oh man, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Well, they won't be watching by the time GTA 6 comes out. They'll be throwing the lifeboats out before the Titanic sinks. Believe me. Oh, no, I'm not. No, Input Funny was in there. I'm not talking about him. You'll be surprised, and you know, that's why I don't even like bringing it up, because you guys start guessing, and then that's not who it is. But these are so addicting, we have to stop eating them, because that's going to be the whole stream. They are mad. Their favorite game got exposed. They can't handle hearing CROWBCAT exposing the cracks. Well, not only is he, it's unreal. I mean, it just is. The remake isn't horrible, but it's definitely missing the human touch and soul the original creators had it in. I mean, if the remake, I just don't agree. I would never play the remake again. Dude, I will never. I can't see a reason. If I want to play that game again, it's going to be the OG. It's not going to be the remake. So that should tell you everything you need to know. You know, if my go-to is not going to be the remake. Like, I don't think we'll ever, and I have it on disc. There's no reason to play it. I can play it right now on the computer here. Why would I want to play it? Yeah, we got Captain Solo coming through yet again. Captain Solo coming through. I believe 2-time Tony Hawk combo for Captain Solo. Huge W's here. Coming through in a way that makes sense. Let's continue to hit the like button here. We got 200 viewers. If you guys are new to the broadcast, We're live right now at youtube.com/MichaelDoesLive with over 106, 107, 108, whatever it is, 109,000 subscribers. We should be at 110, hopefully before GTA 6 comes out. Which, you know, we don't know when that, well, we do know when that is, but where are certain people at in here? I mean, we haven't been live in 4 or 5 days. I mean, of course, yesterday we went live, but I'm talking before that. And you know, the big video drops. We were telling you guys about this. I mean, some of these people are not in here, and it's very questionable. It's a raised eyebrow moment. Let me tell you that. Did they turn fake fan because we weren't streaming every day for their enjoyment? Is that all it takes for these people? Ugh. They find someone else to watch. They find all these terrible creators to watch. I mean, no one's outside doing this show. That should speak volumes. We had 6 years to copy this formula. They still can't come out here and do this. You know what I mean? Like, why would you watch someone in their basement? Everyone's in their basement. That's why we come outside. Get some fresh air, vitamin D. Have a little picnic out here. I mean, it's world class, baby. KMMA, you and myself, along with one other person I know, appeared in the CROWBCAT video. Well, you guys should be thanking me. I mean, I mean, because without me, you know, ain't nobody listening to you guys. So you guys should be thanking me that you're in the damn video, because if I weren't in the video, I mean, I don't think you guys would be. Maybe you would, I don't know. But I don't think you guys make videos outside of hate videos, so. Some of you anyway, I don't know. I covered the shit out of this game in 2023, so. Our work speaks for itself. All we're gonna do is starting to rain out here. We gotta get going. It went from sunny to cloudy, and that ain't good. Very challenging here. Hey, hold on, let me get this up. Let me get this up on the screen. Here you go. Let's take a look. No storms right now. We're good. Nothing yet. Oh, shit. They throw out SLOP games this generation, lazy developing. Most of the games are being made with AI or Unreal Engine. Well, it's only going to get worse. I mean, you guys think it's going to get better, and that's what I said. GTA 6 is almost the end of an era. You know, I mean, they said there's no generative AI in the game. It's their own proprietary engine. It's Rockstar Games potentially getting back on the throne, hopefully so. And I can't imagine the conversation surrounding that game, because if this is sparking this much conversation and this much turmoil, can you imagine GTA 6 and how people are going to be picking big sides on that one? It's unreal. That's pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's better than it was in the bottle. And it's not even cold. This shit's addicting. This is why we get fat. Now their excuse is that CROWBCAT has personal beef. Oh my God. Okay, well here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, I need you to lock in. I know you guys are in your early 20s, so this ain't going to resonate. I don't care. There's 2 Beatles movies. Okay, I need you to lock in. You know the Beatles, the band, the Beatles. Everyone knows the band. If you guys don't know the Beatles, I have to just end the stream right now. Okay, I mean, we were introduced to the Beatles a long time ago, but you know, it's an old fogey band, right? Okay, we played the Beatles rock band in 2009. It came out September 9th, 2009. beautiful game. The best music game in the Rock Band franchise, and better than any other Guitar Hero game as well. Beautiful, 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 beautifully done. Well crafted. The devs were obviously passionate. It was a passion project. It was a great game. Fantastic. And we were introduced to the Beatles then. And, you know, the band was only around for, what, 10 years? And they put out all of that. I mean, it's unbelievable. It really, it's just unbelievable. But nonetheless, the analogy that we're making is that there's two Beatles movies. The first one came out in 1970, I think. I can't remember the exact, I think it's called Let It Be. And I don't think they officially put it out, but it's a very negative look at the band. They were in turmoil at that time. They obviously split up. Maybe it's 1969. I think it came out in 1970, 1968, 69. Let It Be, okay? In fact, it's so toxic, apparently, or whatever. It has a negative light on the band. Now, here's the thing. The point is, so they remade the movie like 2 or 3 years ago with Peter Jackson, and it's all positive, right? There's a few moments where it shows them arguing, but for the most part, they went back in and scrubbed it clean because it's the Beatles now. They're, you know, Disney and all this crap. So that's the reality of the situation. The point is that anything that's edited has, I don't know what to tell you. I would certainly hope that how is that even an argument? Of course, the fucking DEMAKE is trash and the OG is superior, and it's not just in that sense. It's more so like you have to look at. I mean, the first clip in the video, which will play soon because it's going to start raining, dude. The guy talks about. And it's not Shinji Mikami either. It's the lesser-known producer. And he stopped working on Resident Evil. This is why Resident Evil is dead, I think. I think this guy is actually the savior of the... he was the one that was doing them well. And I think the last game he worked on, maybe it was Resident Evil 6, but... well, the Resident Evil franchise now is total garbage. I mean, and it is true because you look at the Steam numbers for Resident Evil Requiem, it's probably barely at 20,000 players right now. It just came out a month ago or something. I mean, no one. Peter Jackson is a miniseries. That's not true. It's taking the same. No, I don't care what you want to call it. It's the same source material, and they re-edited it to look more positive. You're an idiot. The guy back in the day, go look this shit up. There's a 1970 film from the same footage that Peter Jackson used and remastered to tell. They got 9 hours of footage, and they have to re-edit this and all this. That's the point I'm making. Of course, there's going to be some sort of story that the editor wants to tell. I don't, I mean, you could make the DEMAKE look like $1 million if you wanted to. I mean, sure. So I don't understand how that's a complaint. Like, who is this? It's your mother, and she said she's disappointed. That's who it is. I got the lesbian haircut to look more like your mother, because she's a dyke. So shut the fuck up and sit down. Oh my God, they're not understanding. They're not getting it. They can't handle it. Yeah, the 1971 is the 1970. It's from the same footage, bro. They didn't reshoot it. What do you think? They got a time machine and reshot the film? It's the same footage that they shot in 1968, 69. They didn't do reshoots because the band's, what the hell, bro? It's the guy's work. God. The hell are you arguing? My point was that you can make anything look positive or negative. It's just in the eye of the beholder. Like, that's what I was trying to argue. But that's just what it is. I mean, This guy got indoctrinated by the new miniseries. Okay, I'm not. You're not even. You're on some big drugs. I'll tell you that. You're on something big and strong. Because some of you guys formulate sentences here that don't make sense. How do you think movies are made? All of it comes together in the editing room, the cutting room floor. You guys are dumb as hell. Holy shit! Look at this right here.
That review
Trevor's coming through with the fun. Let's get the lasers out.
Super chatted $4.99. I just bought GTA 5 physical for Xbox One and I can't wait to play it. Better than GTA 4 in my opinion.
That's what we're talking about. Trevor coming through with the 5. He says he just bought GTA 5 on Xbox One. Can't wait to play it. Better than GTA 4 in my opinion. Well, have fun with that. And yeah, I was there day one for GTA 5. I have the keychain. The midnight launch was insane. I've never seen the line. This is back when they did midnight launches in 2013. That was already kind of dying. But the line for GTA 5 was wrapped around. I've never seen anything like it. And we're not in a big city, so that's not normal. And the fact that there were that many neckbeards out there at midnight is just an insane thing. And they also handed out keychains, GTA 5 keychain for midnight launch. And that was fantastic. And you're gonna see that again, because if they do a physical launch, then you know, we got to get someone on the ground covering that as well. We're gonna have to hire probably a couple of. We're gonna have to have world-class coverage for this game. If it makes sense, of course. You know, if it doesn't make sense, then we'll have to, you know, not go all out. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Well, again, you can watch the CROWBCAT. Just go watch the CROWBCAT. That's my answer to everything. Just go watch the CROWBCAT video, GTA 4 versus GTA 5, and I'm going to tell you, the end of that video, goosebumps down my spine. Not even trolling. Goosebumps down my spine. It's getting bad back there. It's looking like a repeat of, oh my God! But just go watch the CROWBCAT video, GTA 4 detail. What is it called? I can't remember. GTA 4 versus GTA 5. GTA 4 is better than GTA 5 or something like that. And it goes through all the little details. And it makes GTA 5 look like trash, which it is in a lot of cases. But at the end of the video, he ramps this shit up. When CROWBCAT goes into sicko mode, you motherfuckers lock in. I ain't trolling. When CROWBCAT goes into sicko mode, that dial's turned up to 11, and I'm locking in. And it's just like when that GTA 4 theme comes on at the end and it starts ramping up and it shows all the fucking interiors that you can go into in GTA 4 and the interiors that you can't go into in GTA 5, it's like, dude, it's fucking over. Can you imagine working at Rockstar Games and watching that video? I would say, holy shit, guys, we got to do better. I would honestly get the team together and say, guys, this is inexcusable. Like, it just is. It's inexcusable. And the fact that they didn't watch the CROWBCAT video of the Far Cry devs when they were making Far Cry 6 is unbelievable to me. They didn't watch the CROWBCAT video, Far Cry 2 versus Far Cry 5. That's a total sham as well. All the details and the internet loves Far Cry 5. And I think the story and the theme, I think that is kind of interesting, the David Koresh cult thing. I actually would like to replay it. I think it's an okay game, but it's nothing in comparison to Far Cry 2. I think Far Cry 2 is the best Far Cry game. And that's because it just has it's an anti-gamer game, really, honestly. I mean, it's doing things that no other game, especially at the time, wasn't doing. But they don't care. It's already starting.
That review share 1,747 super chatted $4.99. Hey Michael, the first was wondering if we could have a conversation in a way that makes sense for a call-in about GTA 4 5th's impressive mechanics and story.
Yeah, we got Trevor coming through with the 5, and it is what we love to see. He says, hey Michael, I was wondering, let's get the lasers out for you. Hey Michael, I was wondering if we could have a conversation in a way that makes sense for a call-in about GTA 4 versus 5 impressive mechanics and story. Well, yeah, maybe down the road we can. Maybe down the road we can, but right now we are at 73% battery here. We might have to get the thing, get the ball in motion here. We've been yapping for 1 hour. The video is 45 minutes, so it's at the very minimum going to be a 2-hour stream. And it's looking a little nasty back there already. I'm not liking that. These stores could be popping up at any moment. I'm going to go ahead and get that radar out here. Look at this technology here. It's unbelievable the technology we have today. I mean, it really is. Like, you guys are so decent. It's 77 degrees out here Fahrenheit, of course. Still nothing. Oh, still nothing on the radar, which is great. So it's all just clouds. So we got time before the battery's going to go. They can't handle it, that I could tell you. But again, there is an update today. The fake Resident Evil fans that are foaming at the mouth, they have age restricted the video, and that's the kind of tactics that they resort to when they can't handle their feelings being hurt. It's a really sad situation. You should react to all the CROWBCAT videos. Well, they're all fantastic. They're all amazing. Let me think. They're all unbelievably amazing. I mean, they are. I'm not talking about GTA 6 right now. That's not the focus of today's broadcast. If you guys want to talk about that in the GTA 6 streams are coming back very soon, especially after we're done with 007. When we're done with 007, I don't know when that is. That's actually, I do. May 26th, I believe, is when 007 is coming out. Once we're done with 007, it is full steam ahead on GTA 6, unless, of course, they delay it. If it's delayed, then, we're going to obviously pivot to something else, Halloween the video game more than likely or something. But if they don't delay it and it still is on track for November 19th, 2026, then we will be locking into that. So we will be locking into that. Yeah, 007, it's going to be a Hitman reskin with Uncharted. Okay, right here he says the recently released RE4 Remake video is up there, but the Dead Rising video was fantastic as well. We reacted to that I think about 2 years ago. 2024, I believe. Maybe, I don't think it was last year, right? 2024 it was, right? Unbelievable.
Oh,
they destroyed that game. And can you, it's almost
$4.99. I think the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 Plus 4 remaster was pretty good, but the originals are a bit better. You should play it.
Oh yeah, the original Tony Hawk games are fantastic. The remakes, we played them once and we ain't gonna play them again. But the originals are great, especially Tony Hawk's Underground. I think that one was a culmination of, for the first time you ever get off your board and stuff like that, and it was crazy. We had great memories of Tony Hawk's Underground. Not so much Underground 2, that was more Jackass. Underground 1 was kind of its own thing, and we have fond memories of that on the PS2 Online. See, I'm such a boomer that we were playing the PS2 Online, and you guys never heard of that before. We had to get the extension to plug in the Ethernet cable into the PlayStation 2 to play Thug Online, and you could plug a keyboard, and that was a great community. That was before people were fucking weirdos. But a great community, not toxic, not fucking any of that bullshit that you see on the internet now. And everyone was just coming together to play Tony Hawk, and it was fantastic. That was the early days of online, 2004 or 5, for console gaming online before it really took off with the Xbox 360, and they kind of catapulted it into the mainstream and accessibility and stuff like that. It's unreal. It's unreal, that we could tell you. Trevor is coming through here. Joshua Trump came in here yesterday. Joshua Trump came in here yesterday and said he didn't play the OG, and he said he was 35 years old. I mean, I don't. That to me is just unreal. I don't get it. I think that's just insane. I mean, there's big games that I've never played before, but name a game that everyone loves, that everyone played on, like maybe the PS2 or something, and don't be naming these Final Fantasy games. Don't do that. I don't play that trash. But you guys can go play that crap. But I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of games that we haven't played that everyone loves. But it's probably a fantasy game. I mean, Dreamcast Online, you don't know about that, Michael? Okay, you're banned. I literally have a Dreamcast, your band. And you were rich back in the day then, because if you had broadband internet in 1999, you were wealthy, okay? Believe me, that was a foreign thing back in the day. You weren't playing no Dreamcast. This guy says he was playing. I mean, with the dial-up maybe, but like, bro, ain't nobody doing that. You had to buy the adapter and stuff, I believe. Like, come on. No, maybe not. No, you didn't. Nobody was playing Dreamcast online, bro. Just get the fuck up on here. Well, maybe, I guess you could have been, but like, dude, that is... Yeah, we got Cobain in the building here today. He decided to show. I was calling these people. I said I saw Cobain in someone else's stream reacting. I said, where the hell is Cobain at? And I said, all these other guys, they're still not in here today. So I guess they're just not tuning in. They got mad about that DLSS 5 conversation when I said that was like the Toy Story level of graphics. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Guys, we have to check in with you guys because we haven't been live in 5 days. There's actually been a lot of news. The GTA 6 thing, but that turned out to be nothing. That's why I didn't cover it, because there's nothing there. And then there was something else as well. I can't remember what it is. Well, and that's the thing in here, too. This Giovanni guy comes in here and says, like, hey, guys, we're all in the video. Well, you're in the video because of me. I mean, CROWBCAT is a very talented guy, and he will find, he will dig deep. So, you know, maybe I am wrong there. But I'm going to assume that you guys were inspired by World Class and you guys made your own videos or something. I don't know what you guys do. I don't watch your channel. But you guys need to be vocal then instead of hiding behind the bush, because that's cringe. Because you know these guys are rabid dogs in here. These fake Resident Evil fans. Okay, Trevor's coming through yet again, and he says, hey, Michael, Backyard Wrestling on the PS2. Damn. Yeah, I've never played that. Oh, CROWBCAT is the best in the world. I mean, nobody's on that level. And they can cope and seethe all they want. CROWBCAT literally addresses everything in the video. Like, everything is addressed. There's literally, and everything goes by so quick, so that's why it's hard. You know, you have to pause it. You have to let it marinate. He literally addresses the fact that all the normies want him to cover the bad games, right? It shows Redfall in the garbage dump. It shows a couple of other games as well. I'm going to have to, and then it cuts to Asmongold, you know. Dude, he literally covers everything. I'm glad he's not covering the normie topics where it's just like, yeah, cover Starfield, cover this. Like, shut the fuck up, you know? Like, really, honestly, shut the fuck up. This guy has balls, okay? And that's what's lacking in this society these days. You guys look down, and probably some of you don't even have balls. And that's just where it's at, you know? And it's just like, you need to pick up your balls. And you need to be a little bit stronger, because it's ridiculous, that I can tell you. It's unbelievable. Too many woke pussies. Sensitive snowflakes. Can you imagine? There's gonna be research done in about 300 years from now. Where they're gonna be like human beings. Oh my God. If you could have a camera on you, and like, I don't even know what to say, but like, bro. They have to get off the internet. Like, there's going to be studies done in less than 300 years, 200 years, 100 years from now, where they're just going to be like, this is what society was doing 100 years ago. They wasted their entire life in front of a fucking screen that displayed pixels. Could you imagine going back into time and telling someone that you're going to sit in front of a device and that's going to be your life? They would throw all of you in the goddamn mental asylum because you're literally mentally unwell. 100 years ago was 1916, I believe. What were they doing then? Probably the Ford Model T was just coming into distribution or something. I don't fucking know. World War II was over, I believe. I mean, World War I was over, I believe. And if you were to go back in time and say, this is what people do in 100 years from now, they sit in front of a screen that displays information to them. I mean, I guess to them it would be like reading a newspaper and never doing anything with the rest of their life. Oh, I don't know, man. God. No, there has to be a ban on technology in the coming years. They have to ban they have to limit it. They have to limit it. I mean, I think all headphones should have, and I know we're getting really off topic here, but that's what this chat fucking loves because they're smelling their poopy butt underwear again. And my God, do they love doing that? They really do love doing it. It's a guilty pleasure. They won't admit it, but they love smelling that poopy ass, and they fucking sniff it real good, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But I will tell you that all headphones should have built-in volume protectors, like Apple does when you turn it up for if you turn it up too loud for a certain period of time, it'll tell you to turn that shit down, because that does objective damage to your hearing, which there's no amount of money that can buy your hearing back. And I've already fucked it up where you have constant ringing. I have constant ringing in my ears because we used to listen to loud music in high school because we thought we were so cool. Well, it turns out that we were dumb as fuck. And we have constant ringing in our ears. And, when it's very quiet, you can hear it, and it will never stop. Now, luckily, we're so autistic, it doesn't really bother us. But if it did, man, we would go insane pretty quickly. So if you guys don't have the constant ringing, just, that's amazing. And be grateful of that, because you weren't stupid enough to crank the volume on your headphones at maximum value. So they should have it where it has built-in hearing protection already. So that way the max volume isn't loud enough to actually do damage. Whoa! Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're not turning this into a philosophical whatever the fuck you guys want, okay? It's time to get a job so you can come in here and support the broadcast. It's time for you to get a life so you can stop smelling your poopy butt underwear. And it's time to actually start acknowledging CROWBCAT and thanking CROWBCAT for putting food on the table. And some of you guys in here specifically need to thank me for my world-class coverage of Resident Evil 4 Remake, because without my coverage, your ass wouldn't be, well, I already said you're here for the ride or you're not. It was normal. It's not. That's not normal. I don't think it's normal. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't think that's normal. I think it's maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think that's. Everyone has it, by the way. Everyone has it, by the way. Jeez, what? Everyone participate, communicate, like this. You guys need to take this to 4channel. Take this to Reddit. Go to the Reddit right now for Resident Evil and put it on there. Fuck. Don't you want to hear from the guy that's in the video a lot? I think the Electric Underground is in the video the most, and then I'm second. And when I'm in the video, it's like we must have been doing an ASMR stream or something, because my voice is hell, you guys couldn't even recognize my voice in the video. That's I'm not trolling. Redditors can't handle it. They can't. They're losers. Redditors are the bottom of the barrel. They do live in their basement surrounded by Cheetos, and they sniff their ass. Imagine if CROWBCAT made a Red Dead Redemption 2 video. Oh man. Well, that would be the. Oh man. Oh man. Because yeah, like dude. Oh, it would be over. I mean, I could make a video. Obviously, it wouldn't be on his level because we're not talented in that way. But we could put something together in our own way, and they oh Lord. Well, you know, the initial 100 comments would be, oh Michael, you know, and then if it got out into the normie space, then that's when you would see them come in and start getting really crazy, really nasty and toxic. What's on your shirt? It's your mother, and I told her to put a mask on because, you know, she's looking a little, she's looking a little, But the thing is, with Red Dead 2, there is a lot you could do. I mean, I already have at least 10 things that I know you could show. And now that Crimson Desert is out, I mean, hell, I could make a video saying Crimson Desert is better than Red Dead 2. And what I could do is cut to they actually build the buildings in real time, which is crazy because in my initial Red Dead 2 video from 2017 or 2018, I said, we need more viewers in here. Get it on Reddit. Get it on Twitter. We should have over 300 viewers in here. Oh my God. In the dome, in the bubble. It's crazy because if you go back and rewind the stream, we've been live for an hour. It was nothing but sunshine out here, bro. I gotta take a double. We gotta get going here. We're at 64% battery. We actually do have to get going. If we do the math on that, okay, nothing yet. So we're good on the weather front. It's a little windy out here, but we do have to get going because the battery is gonna give before the rain comes. That's why we started an hour early. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look at that! It's foaming down the. It's foaming down the glass. CROWBCAT broke them, and they're not here. They're probably watching everyone else's terrible streams. They love watching terrible creators that have no interesting content or anything interesting to say. It's a shame, really. It is. When you're actually too interesting and too good, you know, people lash against that because you're not a part of the hive mind collective. I mean, really, honestly, it's a sad situation. Look at this right here. IAT is in the building. IAT, we got tornadoes on the way here today, potentially.
At I had
Look at that right there. IAT is coming through. You love to see it.
Super chatted $5. World class.
Well,
wins
not only
again.
does world class win yet again, but CROWBCAT does as well. And I think these fake Resident Evil fans should be apologizing. You know, and I already said, when they grow, when they get out of that early 20 stage, and that you know era, because I think when you're in your early 20s, and I know some people in here are, so they're going to get mad about this, but you think you're invincible, you think you got everything figured out, you think you're so intellectual, but you're actually a dumbass, because the science says that the brain doesn't develop until you're 25 years old. So if you're not even 25 and above in here, well, you're still technically developing. So, you know, and I already said when you hit 35, which is 10 years later than 25, the perspective's going to change, okay? And they're going to come back to the video in like 10 years from now, and they're going to be like, holy shit, I was initially a dumb fucking loser, and my life's so much different now, and I came back to this video and I'm like, damn, the OG is amazing. It's a masterclass. That's really good though. Yeah, they're in their early 20s in here, you know, maybe even mid-20s, and they think they got it all, and it's really cringe. It's a boomer club in here, homie. Where are the viewers at in here? This is ridiculous. This Giovanni guy came in here and said one thing, and he wanted to puff his chest out and say, yeah, we're so cool because we're in the video. Well, why are you in the video? Because I didn't even recognize that you guys were in the video. I'm not even trolling. I didn't even know you guys were in the video. I mean, I saw you guys in the credits, but maybe I didn't know if it was the gameplay. It's a big video. It's a lot to take in. In fact, it would take me about 10 replays to actually understand the video fully. I mean, I've already watched The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is a highly intellectual film, or it wants to be anyway. But I will say that the normies didn't understand that. There's a moment, and I don't care if you don't want to discuss it, there's a moment where the Joker makes a decision, and it is not spelled out to you why he did it. Never explained. It's near the end of the movie, third act of the movie. It is not a straightforward movie. And in fact, when I was watching it, the only thing that I liked was the Joker. And I was like, when that movie came out, I was like 17 or 18 years old. We were really dumb back then. A lot of the brain has formulated from just trying to not be dumb. But I will tell you that the movie never made sense. The Dark Knight always felt like a bunch of random clips thrown together, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I stopped watching Christopher Nolan, because his movies don't make any sense. And they cater and pander to the Reddit crowd and the letterbox. Oh, don't even get me started on the letterbox bullshit. Can you imagine being, oh God. Like, first of all, watching movies when you're like, when will I go to the theater and watch a movie? I have no idea. I have to see something super compelling to get me back to the theater, or to get me to even watch the movie when it comes out on DVD, right? On disc or digital, whatever. So streaming, whatever they do. Like, it's just, bro. And the movies we watch are movies that you guys couldn't handle. Let me tell you that. That's all they see is the surface level Joker with the makeup, but the normies don't think about motivations. No, the Christopher Nolan movie, none of them make sense. I will argue this, okay? Because I'm right, and I'm not going to act like I'm a pseudo-intellectual because I go on Reddit and fucking drink soy lattes at Starbucks. Go fuck yourself. I don't have my fucking derby hat on. You do. Okay, you're the loser. You're the fucking Discord mod. You're the Reddit mod. You have ass in your butt. Okay, you got poop in your butt, rather. So the fact of the matter is, and I'm battling the wind right now, believe me, none of the Christopher Nolan movies make sense. Interstellar, I've never seen anything past Inception, and Inception was enough for me to turn that shit off and never watch that garbage again. The Dark Knight Rises doesn't make sense either. Okay? That's how his movies are. If you think you can make it make sense, you're lying to yourself, and you're not an intellectual. You're a loser, okay? Because you can't understand it. That's okay. It's okay to be dumb. I mean, believe me. Huh. Where's the support? I'm done with the beef jerky. Otherwise, we're not going to get to the video. The battery's at 50-something%. 60% battery. We got to go. We got to go right now if we want to get the video in, because we don't have battery life. Look at this. Look at this right. John Smith with the reality. They watched a breakdown ending explained video. Now they come out of it and they think, wow, we understood it. We're so smart. Are you guys really that, like, insecure that you have to look smart in front of other strangers? I'll look like a dumbass. I'll put the diaper on right now. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
I had 7,249 super chatted $5. Interstellar sucks donkey in so many ways.
Oh, it's horrible. It's a terrible
including
movie.
how they show time dilation around the black hole.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but his movies are still doing that. They don't make any sense. You know, the new one, Oppenheimer. I mean, ain't nobody watching that slop. You know, it's a bunch of film. It's a bunch of dropout college film. Imagine going to school to make a movie. Like, that to me is unreal. And that's the people that like those kind of movies. They can't make it. They can't make a movie that anyone gives a shit about. So they go watch them and they pretend to be fucking Roger Ebert and Siskel. That's really what it is. I can't imagine being in film school right now, other than to make connections. That's the only reason to be in there, because you're like, what are you doing in film school? What are you actually learning? Because I'm pretty sure they still teach you the goddamn fucking 8mm, 16mm, all that other bullshit. You don't need to know that. That is fucking insane. Hollywood does not shoot on film anymore. You don't need to learn antique technology that like one director uses because they think it's fucking cool. Well, no one cares that Quentin Tarantino shoots on film or Christopher Nolan in IMAX 70mm. None of that shit matters. No one's shooting on film. It's costly, it's expensive, no one's doing it. So if you're going to film school and they're teaching you about how to load the 8mm camera and Super 8 cam, just ask for a refund, because my God, you're getting scammed. That's a scam is what that is. You literally have the technology right in front of you. You have the portal to connect with other human beings across the entire globe through the World Wide Web. If you can't make something that isn't compelling, then you just suck. Period. End of story. You know, I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers. Well, what's that one guy? We gotta watch the CROWBCAT video, because you guys don't want to talk about the damn Resident Evil 4 shit. But that Chris Stuckman guy, I could have made a better movie than him. And you know I can too. You know I can. But the problem is with making a movie is that you at least have to have like one person, or you got to have a team. Even if it's a small team, you got to have a couple of people with you. Otherwise, it's going to be nearly impossible. I mean, at least one other person. And even that's going to be challenging. But that Chris Stuckman shit, like, maybe he should have went to film school, because it's like, well, that's what you get. You know, you want to sit around all day and critique shit, and then you put out stuff, and it's like, your movie's crap. Your movie sucks. You know, you asked for money to make it, and it's like, why didn't you just do it for free? You know, why are you asking for money when you have no track record? You know, like, what are you doing? Like, I could see if you had like a bunch of like films under your belt and you said, yeah, well, we're gonna crowdfund this one. We're gonna make this an independent one because the studio's up my ass about what I can do and what I can't. I understand that. Okay. But like, bro, why are you coming at your audience and saying, hey, I want to make a great movie. I got no experience in making movies other than YouTube videos, and we're gonna make this really fucking, and it comes out and it's trash. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't say that it is for sure. But like, bro, like, what are you doing? You could have made the movie for free and then said, hey, this is what we want to do, but we want to make it better, so here's the crowdfunding project.
7,249 super chatted $5. RE4 Remake is so unbelievably exposed.
Who's Ridley Scott? Yeah, I don't know who that
over.
is. James Cameron. Okay, IAD is coming through. He's getting the conversation back on track. We got to play the video if we want to play it, because we got low battery. It's almost half down. IAD is in the building. He's coming through yet again. I think 3 or 4 time Tony Hawk combo. It is what we love to see. And he says RE4 Remake is so unbelievably exposed. It is over. CROWBCAT came back 3 years later, and he dropped the nuke, and they can't handle it. They're not even watching the video. And I said this before in a previous stream a long time ago. I said, I don't think people understand these CROWBCAT videos. I think they are kind of higher IQ watches, really, to be honest, because there's a lot going on. It's a lot to intake. And there's stories being told. It's not just the new Resident Evil movie also has nothing to do with the games. I think that's actually great. Okay, now, yeah, get it away from the games. You know, here's what I said about it, and apparently it's got good reviews or something, or I don't remember. The trailer, I think, is coming out next week, I believe. That's what the rumor is anyway. I think the trailer for the Resident Evil movie is coming out next week. One of the things that I said was that the cinematography should be good. They got a great cinematographer on board. So at the very least, the film should look good. But I agree in the sense that they should just do their own story, lean into some of the game's themes and just keep it there for now. Because if you try and do this video game adaptation bullshit and you try and go one-to-one, no one cares. It just doesn't translate well to film. And we don't need to see these, you know... It's a pure action movie, apparently. They said it's like Fury Road. Yeah, that sounds kind of terrible, but... Well, we'll have to see. I mean, I'll take a look once the trailer comes out. Once the trailer comes out, you know, we'll probably have a good idea on what that's going to be. I don't need Mad Max, though. I don't need to see that garbage. I don't watch movies. They're really terrible. I mean, all these movies that come out are terrible. I don't sit down and watch that garbage. I mean, I can make a better Resident Evil movie right now. All you have to do, and if you're listening, that's fine. Give me a holler, and if you're a cosplayer and you really look like the character from the game, I will make a movie. And it's starting to rain out here. It's literally starting to rain. We didn't start early enough. We really have to go. We actually have to go. There's nothing on the radar. The radar's a scam. But I'm feeling something on my feet. Maybe we're pissing ourselves. I don't know what's going on. It's starting to sprinkle here. We have to get started. It's a 45-minute video. We got emo class coming through.
At Emotuni super chatted $5.
So I'd love to see Emotune coming through. If you are a Resident Evil cosplayer, holler at World Class. We can make a movie. We don't need a big team. If you look like Leon Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, anyone like that, give World Class a holler. We'll find a cool location. We'll make something work. I'm not trolling, and you guys will fucking love it. We'll be in Hollywood within no time. I'm not trolling. It's not hard to do. Well, I need someone that looks like... No, I do need a cosplay. I don't need an actor. You can direct someone to do something. Okay, it's not hard. We can work around the limitations if they can't act. Okay, it's not hard. Ryan Gosling can't act. He can look cool in the film. That's about it. So we can work around that. It's not hard. Okay, I have to get started. I'm tired of doing it, but we have to get started. We're not continuing the off-topic conversation because you guys have no interest in Resident Evil 4, and that's because you guys haven't played the OG. You guys are in your early 20s. You can't resonate with the video. I can't wait until you have a big beard and you're 400 fucking pounds and you're 45 and you realize that life is over. That's it. Holy shit. Take the video on Reddit right now, okay? Reddit.com/r/I'm a retard, and just put the goddamn video on there. Or go to 4Channel V and say, holy shit, Michael was right yet again. Lock the fuck in. He's in the CROWBCAT video, and you're fucking not, and you guys are low-key fucking seething. Well, you know what? It's a testament to my work and how many hours and videos and streams that we put into fucking that DEMAKE. So go fuck yourself. You didn't put in the work, so you don't get the reward. Fuck you. You know, I mean, honestly, it's fucking pathetic. Finally, someone listens to what we have to say about the fucking games, because I've been doing this shit for fucking 6 years of live streams, and it's just like this shit goes in one ear and out the other. You need to start listening like I'm Luke Steffens. Why don't you? I'm just going to buy a Luke Steffens mask, and I'm going to fucking put it on. And holy shit, I think it will work. Because then you'll start listening to what I have to say. I seriously think that's all we need. Okay, we're going to finish this up here. Watch Party 2 begins here shortly. That was pretty good right there. That's pretty good. You guys are not listening. It's a Cállate Pinche moment, okay? Cállate Pinche. And some of the comments on the CROWBCAT video, they're saying, well, you use Michael's life as a sewer. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like they act like they know me, by the way. Like, get the fuck out of here, motherfuckers.
At Babby Radiance 481 super.
There's only 200 people in here. They don't know World Class.
People
this is an underground show.
RE4 are low IQ.
Look at this right here. Baby Radiance is coming through, and it is what we love to see as we'll get the lasers out here in a moment. We got to make sure this stuff doesn't blow away. People that haven't played the OG RE4 are low IQ. Well, I think we hurt some feelings yesterday, but It's just surprising. I mean, I understand if you're young and stuff, but you know, because it is an old game, and a lot of people aren't coming back to these old games if they don't have new graphics and shiny presentation and stuff like that. But it's just a little ridiculous how some of these older gamers haven't played it, and it's like, bro, what are you guys doing? I mean, what are you guys doing? And the Dead Rising video, that's another fantastic one. The ending of the Dead Rising video is so fantastic. And oh man, you guys just don't get it. Where's that Akira guy in here? I think he low-key loves that Dead Rising remake. A lot of people in here are fake. They want to pretend to agree in here, but then they go right back to the slop and consume it. They probably got 200 hours in these remakes and demakes and all this other shit, remasters. I think they low-key do. It's a sad situation. It is a sad situation, that we can tell you. We're going to run this back here as the watch party begins. I'm open up another cherry vanilla. I'm opening up another cherry vanilla. That's why you guys need to support the show so we can buy more of these. Got a brother out here. What do you think this is? Okay, we got interference. They're hacking in. Shit is moving around. Fucking wind out here is unbelievable. Sad situation. Okay, folks, we are going to get started now before the rain comes in here. It looks like it is approaching. I mean, I don't think it is, but it feels like it could be. I have it on GameCube. I told you guys the story earlier. I traded it with a friend. He wanted to play Need for Speed Underground 1 or 2 on the GameCube, and I said, all right. So we made the trade, and I guess we just kept the games. But I'm playing Dishonored 2, by the way. Holy shit, those games are terrible. Terrible art style. I mean, it's See, I'm not one to say that every old game is amazing. That's just not in my. That's not, because I can go back to some of these old games and it's like, bro, I'm not playing that. You know what I mean? But Resident Evil 4 is a fantastic classic. It really is, and it holds up well. I mean, you have to disconnect from the internet to understand what's being said. I mean, you really just do. You got to think about these games as if they are the internet. And look at this right here! Emo Toon is in the building!
All of this just...
Even Todd Howard showed up!
At
We're getting the
Emo
balloons
Toon
and we're
has
getting the
just
confetti because the bomb has been dropped!
Let's make some
Holy
noise for
fucking
Michael
shit,
Does
look
Like.
at that right there with the massive
Smiley face
gargantuan
emoji,
Bruce
party
Wayne
popper
bucks, the
emoji,
$100
confetti
super
ball
chat
emoji.
coming through bigly and strongly and in a way that makes sense. Emo Toon is in the building with the beautiful big support coming through madly, and in a way that makes sense. It is what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get the fireworks out. Emo Toon is in the building and coming through bigly and strongly, and it is what we love to see with the Bruce Wayne bucks coming through, and in a way that makes sense. Huge W's right there. The Bruce Wayne bucks are coming out right there as Emo Toon is in the building. We can get some more of these cherry vanillas. That we can certainly do. Emo Toon is in the building, coming through bigly and strongly, and in a way that makes sense. Huge fireworks. Dave Bautista, are you ready? Let's get Dave Bautista's song out real quick. Hold on. Are you guys ready? This is almost too much content, but, well, you guys can't hear this. Dave Bautista theme. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Let's see if we can get this going here. For the big super chat right there from Emo Toon, the Bruce Wayne bucks. Let's get this on. It's not working. We're dumb. Hello? It's when you're on this system, it's a little harder to get audio going here. That's what we need. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Desktop audio. Okay. I think that should work. Now, where is it at here? Right here. Okay. Is that going to echo? Let's turn it down. Okay, here we go. We're getting the fireworks out. Here we go. Okay, give me 1 second here. And we have to get to the CROWBCAT. We're at 50% battery. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. Come on. Let's get it. Dave the Animal Bautista. Come on. Emo Tune with the Bruce Wayne Bucks coming through bigly and strongly and in a way that makes sense. Miles inside this pit of danger. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. We got that. I mean, that heartbeat went up to 120. We're gonna have a heart attack out here. It's too much content. Okay, folks, we are jumping into the CROWBCAT video. Make sure you take the link, put it on Reddit, Twitter, RE4 channel, wherever you got to take it. World class is based, and you're not. Cope and seethe. We gotta crack open the second vanilla. We gotta regain breath here before the tornadoes come in. This is probably the last year we're gonna do that. Tornado might be touching down today. No GTA 6 for me. No GTA 6 for me. Oh, that got all over. Not good. That shit's sticky. Alrighty, folks, coming through bigly and strongly. Let's get it going. CROWBCAT is here. And he's back. In a way that makes sense, making a damn point. Are you ready for this? This is unbelievable. That we can tell you. Look at this right here. Beautiful. Look at this right here. We're coming back right to it. The video has been, can you guys hear? Yeah, you can. The video, unfortunately, has been age restricted. They couldn't handle it. The fake Resident Evil fans, they couldn't handle it. Really a sad situation, that we could tell you. But it's not surprising. I mean, they're rabid dogs. We have to actually start now because I don't know if we're going to be able to finish it. We only got 49% battery. If I keep yapping, the battery will be dying quick. IAD is in the building coming through. We're going to lower the brightness. IAD is in the building coming through, gifting out one membership. And in a way that makes sense, we got to get through it again. If you guys missed our last stream yesterday, then today's the day where you need to be watching. Look at that right there. Emo Tune actually just got the gifted membership. That's fantastic. That's unbelievable. That's what we love to see. Emo Tune just came through bigly with the Bruce Wayne Bucks. Multiple Tony Hawk combo. And now Emo Tune has the gifted membership thanks to IAD. That's beautiful. That's what we love to see. That went to a great viewer there and a great supporter, instead of a random troll that never shows up. Alrighty, folks, we are hitting play. I need to know if the audio is good here today, because we're hitting play. I need you to lock in. All of it just works. CROWBCAT presents RE4 is that title is perfect, bro. I mean, that sets the stage right there, where it's like, oh. RE4 is timeless. RE4 Remake is a period of its time. That title is a 10 out of 10. I'm not trolling. That title is a 10 out of 10. That already got them fired up, bro. But it's true. I mean, RE4 is timeless. Like I said, in 15, even in the video, I'm in the video saying, in 15 years, or maybe it was longer than that, but I said, no one's going to remember this. No one's going to remember the DEMAKE in 30 years. I mean, the Resident Evil 4 Classic will be when did Atari come out? 1970 something? That's 50 years, right? 40 years? 40 something years, right? 45 years maybe? I mean, in 45 years, in 45 years, ain't nobody playing the DEMAKE, bro. Like, just being honest with you, like, no one is playing the DEMAKE. It's just not happening. Because by then, in 45 years, I mean, everyone who's played the original will be probably, I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and play. We're gonna go ahead and hit play. CROWBCAT, the artist, is back, and he's made a damn point. Come on.
Most of the creators in Capcom feel that unless you start bringing in originality into the video games and don't keep doing rehashes, then the video game industry itself is going to hit a major crash eventually. People are
It's going to hit a major
interest
crash. This is what this guy is saying. Like, this is so fucking crazy. This is what Hiroyuki Kobashi is saying in 2005, bro. Like, I don't even think you guys understood this. Like, listen to what this guy is saying. Kobashi, in 2005, the producer at Capcom, longtime. You can go look this guy up. He's like the lesser-known Shinji Mikami, it seems. And he's saying this in 2005 because they were obviously bored. You know, this tells multiple stories in this video. It's not just he got. You know, I saw people's reactions to this video, and it's like, bro. You guys are so lazy you're not watching the video. I'm tired of these lazy fat asses, man. It's so annoying. Like, they just sit there and like gobble this they just consume slop. And they just they gobble up the garbage that their audience in chat tells them, shut the fuck up. This is telling multiple stories in this video. You have this story here with Kobashi, and it comes full circle at the end of the video. It shows him getting the Game of the Year. You know, there's also the commentators, because CROWBCAT doesn't talk. So, and he's doubling down on it. It's a 2-for-1 special in that regard, because a lot of the footage isn't from the actual commentator, right? It's CROWBCAT's own footage. So he had to put in the work to get that going. He's showing you the video, and I mean, it's almost, you guys don't get the video. It's almost like a Christopher Nolan film. Oh my God. Where are you? Where's my chat at? Okay. How many people actually knew who this guy was? I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't. I'm not going to say I did. I knew Shinji Mikami, but maybe this guy was the actual brains of Resident Evil. I mean, him and Shinji Mikami together. Not a single one of them paid attention. There are multiple stories in the video, bro. This one comes full circle. This guy's in the video throughout explaining this stuff. Oh my God, it's so good. Dude. Okay, we got to hit play. I'm at 45% battery. We got to go. I'll try and pause it when if I have something to say. How do I get? Okay, here we go. So let's go back to 0. We're going to start from the top. Now listen to what he says. I got wind in my ears constantly out here. I think you guys can hear it. Okay. Listen to what he says. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it all the way up over here, so that way listen to what he says about the gaming industry in 2005.
Most of the creators in Capcom feel that unless you start bringing in originality into the video games and don't keep doing rehashes, then the video game industry itself is going to hit a major crash eventually. People are going to lose interest in games.
He's a prophet.
They keep churning out the same things over and over again. And we at Capcom, we want to keep making games. That's what we live for. So in order to make sure there is an industry to support us making games, we have to act now. And one of the things we're doing is making original games.
Original games, not rehashes. Oh my God! Just shut the video down. That's all I need. Hold on. And it cuts to.
So in order to make sure there is an industry to support.
It cuts to Resident Evil 3 Remake, by the way.
One of the things we're doing is making original games.
17 years later, look at this.
Resident Evil 3, the remake, is just about out there in the wild, and it appears to be another great remake from Capcom. Really, just hitting these remakes out of the park. It's got everyone wondering what will be the next Resident Evil remake.
What's going to be the next one? What's going to be the next disaster? Oh, God.
Yes, please. Thank you, Capcom. Thank you, Capcom. Thank you, Capcom.
Yes. You hear the Spanish music, you see the forest, we're all shitting our pants.
Last of Us? Last of Us? The multiplayer for Last of Us 2?
Obviously gonna be excited. Obviously gonna play it when it comes out.
We are
Dude.
eating well as Resident Evil
Oh,
fans.
man. Eating well, by the way.
We'll see.
Except in the back of the players' minds, in the back of the developers' minds, there's this quiet, unspoken truth, which is, yeah, but if we're being real here, this is just a cash-in. This is not a legitimate artistic
They've
effort.
destroyed them.
Of these games that they've been remaking, this is probably one that doesn't need to really be remade.
When I first heard about remaking RE4, my first impression was that since the original is a masterpiece, a remake would be difficult, so I didn't want to do it.
4, it's like a sharp dagger. You see how the original, where it just has like a roughy, gritty edge to it, you can just see the difference when it comes to the creativity and originality.
Hold on.
Bro! It's just
masterpiece, a remake.
Look at the logo!
So
There's a million components to this video. It goes from the most generic 4. Oh my! It's already just shut it down. It's already over. Like CROWBCAT is like making a million points just within like a 15-second gap here, bro. It really is over. This is why you guys. Oh my god. It goes from a generic 4. This is the remake 4, right? And then look at this.
I didn't want to do it.
4, it's like a sharp dagger. You see how the original, where it just has like a roughy, gritty edge to it, you can just see the difference when it comes to creativity and originality.
The remake is soulless compared
You can't just stop the cap. Just stop the cap. Oh. They couldn't even get the lightning. They couldn't even get the lightning. They couldn't even get the lightning down. It's a sad situation. Oh my god.
to this. It really is. It's forgettable, and it feels like they found a formula.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're
they
just
did.
Like, okay, now we could just remake anything we want. They're about to use that same formula to remake Code Veronica, RE5. They're just gonna do that shit until they've gotten as much as they can out of that engine.
Well, we could.
They're churning it out. Remake everything. Get to work. And look at this right here. Zoom it. Look at this right here. Look at what CROWBCAT'S done. Devil May Cry.
What's the problem?
Dino Crisis. Dude. God hand. Dude.
I think once upon a time, instead of making
Resident Evil,
people made
Resident Evil 4.
Once upon a time, they made things. For the first time, they made really impressive things.
Look at that. Hard at work. Hard at work.
I've worked on a number of Resident Evil titles in the past, and honestly, I think the series had been recycling the same patterns, the same gameplay each time. The creators were starting to get bored with it, and many moved to other projects. So I spoke to Mikami-san, the director, and we talked about reshaping the series and winning back the fans, as well as winning over new fans who thought they would never play a Resident Evil game.
That is so smart. I mean, you're catering to the fans that you already have, and you know your core fans. They see Resident Evil, they'll buy it. But you're all, and this is what you do, and that's why the gaming industry is dead. Because they're not catering to they're not trying to bring in new fans anymore. They're just catering and pandering to what the Metacritic is gonna say, to what Reset Era is thinking, to what Reddit is thinking, to what Twitter is thinking. They play it so safe and are afraid to rock the boat when they could be vastly expanding their audiences with these games that released today. But instead, they want to go for their little internet praise that lasts about a week, and then the game's dead and forgotten about, and then they wonder why the studio gets shut down like 2 weeks later. Well, because you catered and pandered to 5,000 incels on the internet that are going to watch your game through a YouTube video and pretend to have played it, and that's why it's all over. But this is so smart, a great strategy. They were bored of making the same Resident Evil game. They had to mix it up, change it up, so they could cater to the fans that are already established in the games, that have played the games years and years with, you know, from 1 to Code Veronica, and
The series, we've given it a complete makeover.
look at that, all new. That, I mean, totally different.
For its time, it was the
Totally
total
different.
game changer. They still make games copying what that game
Oh my
reinvented.
God.
When the original came out, one of the biggest factors was how fresh the mechanics were.
So unique and fresh that you can't help but love the innovation that Mikami has brought to this
We
sequel.
knew from the start that in today's landscape, it wouldn't be possible to duplicate that. We never set that as a goal.
Oh man!
Instead, our goal
Yeah,
was to
not-
implement evolutions that have occurred
Oh,
since the
no.
original was released.
This is all you need now. You got that unrestricted 360 camera movement, crouch, parry, slop.
This rework has been simply titled Resident Evil 4, as if to say that this is the definitive edition
Yeah,
of the game.
it replaced
But
it. That's
there's
what
the
they want.
problem. The definitive edition is, by that definition, the one that defines a work as an influence, the one that people will think of when they think of its name.
Left 4 Dead, yo. Booyah!
No, man. Resident Evil 4 takes it by a long shot.
Would anyone bother to remake this remake?
Is the action still there? Is
Oh,
the atmosphere and kind of like the more goofy elements of Resident Evil 4 still in there? And it's all in there.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
They just take the IP,
Oh.
the aesthetics, the branding of Resident Evil 4.
Literally a
and then they
Last of Us
graft it up.
clone. Dude, no, we're not moving on until you guys really look at this, because I know you guys are... I mean, look at this right now, bro. Look, it's literally a cut and paste. It's literally a cut and paste. I told you guys, I said, The Last of Us has destroyed the games industry. Everyone wanted to follow that money train. They saw what Naughty Dog could do, where they can blend cinema into like and legitimize the gaming industry, and as such bring in the movie normies and people that wouldn't normally otherwise play video games. Like, wow, this is so emotional and it's so impactful and the cutscenes are so great. And now, as such, they just look at it and say, let's turn our game into The Last of Us. And it's literally a blatant cut and paste. If this were... look, it's right in front of you, bro. How come you guys can't look at it and say, wow, you know, this is correct? It's literally a cut and paste, but you said, well, it doesn't matter, by the way. Well, that's the problem. You guys don't care. You guys are straight up consumers. Don't question the quality of the food. Line up to the buffet and consume. That's what's wrong with you guys. Dude, it is literally the same thing, bro. Oh. They need to make games without like the game elements in them. You know what I mean? One of the best things about Far Cry 2 is that when you open up the map, it doesn't go to a start screen. And that's what pisses me off about Far Cry 3 so much, is that you losers love Far Cry 3, and it's like the bastardization of everything wrong with gaming. I mean, honestly, you took Far Cry 2, which is such a unique game that does cater and pander to like actual gamers, and they have an attention to detail that isn't found in any of the other games in the franchise. And what did they do? They took it and they said, let's take this formula and let's dumb it down for the masses, so that way when you press start, you can open up a big fucking map, and let's gamify every single element of the video game to make it less immersive and more of a checklist. And you losers got that PS3 nostalgia with your fucking neckbeards. You're like, yeah, Far Cry 3. And I'm not saying it's not fun, because we had fun when we played it, but like, bro, compared to Far Cry 2, it is the Call of Duty of Far Cry. That's what it is. We got to get going. I'm at 37% battery. I'm going to lower the screen brightness further. We're yapping for too long here. Okay, but let's focus on this screen right now. I can't even tell which one. They're literally so similar that I can't even tell which one is which. I think RE4 is on the right, yeah. Dude, they're so similar. No one... again, there's like 3 videos within this video. You have the game developer stuff at the beginning and all throughout the video, and then it comes to a full circle at the end when he gets the Game of the Year. Dude, and talking about how they wanted to do something different, how they wanted to do something original because they themselves were tired of doing the same thing, and they even got bored. Like,
on this lame Last of Us style ripoff with parries
dude,
and stealth sec.
My fucking cut and paste animations almost. Where's Naughty Dogs to just sue the shit out of these companies that just steal their fucking shit?
And there
like,
we
what
go.
the fuck?
We did it.
Dude!
We remade the game.
Oh. Cut and paste.
It's a flicker.
It's a cut and paste.
Yo, it really is The Last of Us.
It is.
It has all these different individual elements pulled from all these different.
Oh my God! Isn't that ironic? Oh my God! Hold on, dude. It
has all these.
Resident Evil 4 influenced The Last of Us. Oh my God! It's so pro. It's ironic. Resident Evil 4 2005 influenced The Last of Us, and then we fast forward and boy oh boy has the title shifted.
Different individual elements pulled from all these different.
Now The Last of Us is inspiring Resident Evil. What? No creativity, no originality. Again, The Last of Us is... Naughty Dog should just start suing. I wouldn't take it as a pat on the back. I'd say, damn, you guys ripped us off. Really, honestly, like, shit. They need to start... Unreal. God, how can you guys like the DEMAKE? Joshua Trump is probably crying because I was yelling yesterday and I said, bro, how can you come in here and donate and say you've never played the OG? Like, I don't understand. Like, did you just get into gaming 5 years ago or something? Like,
sources. Then they're just kind of thrown into a blender. This is millennial game design, and that is your game.
Here we go. Here we go.
What is this?
What is that?
I mean, the chainsaw guy was the marquee villain of RE4.
Right?
He's on the cover.
Boom. He's on the U.S. version and whatever that version is, that maybe European. Bro.
You can't just trivialize the guy who's supposed to strike terror in your heart by secure.
Oh my God! You have the lifeline built in. Here's the problem. This is it. This is the problem. You can't. When the player knows that the player can use a lifeline, right? The sense of tension, the sense of dread, the sense of holy shit just goes down the drain. If I know I can press L1 with very little skill, by the way, it's not like it's that hard to do because it shows you when to fucking do it, right? Like, you've destroyed the character. The character's just another fucking, why? You can't do this in the original. And I've heard people argue this. I heard people argue this on Twitter. I saw it. It just popped up in my feed. And there's, I got 34% battery. I don't think we're going to be able to finish it. We yapped for too long. I mean, we've already went through it over again, but we're going to go through it as far as we can. We got 34% battery though, and it's going quick. I'm going to go low power mode. Hold on, we're going to go low power mode. Hold on one second. That should give us a little bit more time. Okay, we're on low power mode. We should have been on that the whole time. A few more minutes probably, but when you have the lifeline and you know that you can use it at practically any moment as long as your durability on your knife is good. God, it's so terrible. It's just so fucking terrible.
his ass.
And here I come into the video.
Putting that lifeline.
See, I'm in the video saying what I just said.
Ass off you with a knife.
Putting that lifeline in place where it's like, oh, we know we can block the chainsaw. We know we can block it.
It's
so
over.
We're not scared of it anymore. It takes away the tension.
Yeah.
Whereas
Kills
in this, you know you're going
sudden.
down when that chainsaw
Boom,
guy
sudden.
gets
And watch
close.
CROWBCAT.
There's a sense of
Watch this,
tension
watch
there.
this, watch this. I think it's a little bit later on. But look at that. You can block every fucking enemy.
Come on, Capcom.
Like there's no.
Like, really? You ain't even gotta route your enemies no more. You don't need to do all that. All you gotta do
You could
is
just
pop up
literally
LB to stop
stand there.
Every single monster in the game.
Oh.
Increase the durability of the knife.
Oh.
And then do it again.
Yeah.
So many knives.
I mean, they give you so many knives. It makes you wonder why even have durability if you're gonna have so many knives.
Just parry, block, parry, block, parry. Oh, the sun's coming out. There's
In
tornadoes.
addition to that, the chainsaw
Right
guy
here.
in the original game.
Sudden,
it's
instant,
quick.
boom.
It's sudden. There's no fucking like,
Yeah,
let me wrap
you
this
know,
chainsaw up,
overdoing
10
it.
second
We don't
fucking
need
little
to be
death
that
animation.
abundant with
No,
showing
your
it.
head's
You're
chopped
right.
off, you're fucking
It's
dead.
unbelievable.
Boom, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Look at that. And then
was the
CROWBCAT. Look
beauty
at what CROWBCAT does. He shows an old video of someone reacting to that moment, reinforcing what I. Oh my God! It is. This guy has a fucking. Oh my God! The internet. I think the internet is retarded. I honestly think the majority of users on the internet are retarded. They have to be. They have to be. Because if you watch this video and you can't agree, then honestly, I think there might be something a little off upstairs. Perry Slop.
So they just don't understand.
They don't get it. They don't get it. I am still here 3 years later, as is CROWBCAT. They do not understand. Look how fucking soulless the "You Are Dead" screen is. Like, holy shit.
Managed to suck all the character out of the UI of this game. The menus in the original RE4 had way more character, dirty, rusty, reflecting the game's environment. Now the UI has this
soulless,
cold, clean,
fucking
empty,
clinical,
minimalist
like
look,
it's like a
which doesn't
doctor's
suit the
office. It's like
game.
you're in a
And even
doctor's
judged on
office.
those
Why would I want to
terms,
play
it
this
really
game?
lacks
It's like
a
you're in a
sense of
fucking
style.
doctor's office. It's like you're in a doctor's office.
The files lack the photographic
Oh
detail
my God.
that made them
It
feel
is so clinical. You might as well be in the doctor's office. That's what you guys like? You want to look at the fucking pale wall at the doctor's office and say that that's better than the goddamn painting? Holy shit. Look at this. And we cut to the original.
With transition.
Boom. Look at that. Yeah, artwork. Not AI, by the way. This whole generation is. Oh my God. They probably look at this video and think that AI was around back then. Like, dude. Like, this is all, like, real shit. Like, real artist shit. Oh, my God.
You'd go into a certain room, and before you even knew what was in that room, you'd have that safe room music.
Cut to nothing. Oh, my God.
Safe room music.
Ending a chapter used to have this unhinged, jittery text
Amazing.
matching the crazy, macabre events.
Now you get
unfolding,
nothing.
And cool blocks of
Now you get
writing on top of
nothing.
a bright,
Dude, this is
washed
worse
out
than my...
picture.
This is
Made it
horrible.
look
Watch
like
this, watch
some
this.
weird old case file being
Watch this.
displayed on a projector.
Yep. They didn't get it. There's no character.
What? That is the chapter end screen. You guys are actually retarded if you think that the DEMAKE holds any sort. Oh my God. That's the chapter end screen.
Just go back. Chapter end. Chapter end. Chapter end. OG RE4 2005. Chapter end. Come on, guys.
Well, but Michael, it doesn't matter. Michael, you're nitpicking. Michael, you know.
Fuck off. I'm so glad that CROWBCAT has laid down the fucking hammer yet again. I'm so fucking glad. I'm so fucking glad. In fact, could you imagine if he made a third video? Dude, can you imagine? Oh my god.
No one's remembering that in 15 years.
Hell no, they're not.
Forgettable, clinical, lack of any individuality. It's like soulless corporate entity made this shit.
Oh my god.
Coming in this section didn't
It's
give
like a
me
fucking
the feeling that someone took the time to design any of this. No aesthetics to it whatsoever. It is just realism.
That is, dude.
Whatsoever. It is just.
Look at that. Can you guys please just... Dude, it's right in front of your face. Reinforced with commentary. So this is CROWBCAT showing you with his gameplay, by the way. Right? It's not the commentator's gameplay. It's his gameplay for the most part. There are some instances where it is the commentator's gameplay. But he's showing you the evidence right in front of your face, reinforced by actual end users that have experience. I am convinced that the internet might be 80% retarded. Holy fuck. It just doesn't make sense. It's unbelievable. Even if I were 19 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old, I would still look at this video and say, holy shit, the old is better. Arthur Morgan coming through, and he says the difference of something made with passion and something made for money. It's just sad. It's not going to get any better either. I mean, it's going to get way worse. That's the thing. It's going to get way worse. That's why I said GTA 6. No matter how that turns out, I mean, apparently no generative AI in the game. You know, it's the last of its kind, really. You know what? GTA 6 is the Last of Us 3, right? Like it is the Last of Us. It's the last of a dying breed of people that used to make video games before everything is just churned out and palatable slop, squeezed out by Unreal Engine with generic assets and fucking, you know, terrible optimization, terrible performance. Like, maybe if you can't make a video game, just I don't know, make a fucking short film with your buds or something, because, you know what I mean? Maybe it's actually easier to do that. I don't know. I wish there was a better solution, but nonetheless, here we go. So we go from RE4 2005, got all these knights in this room. The artwork on the fucking walls is amazing. The decor, it's fantastic, right? And then we come...
Real.
Oh my God. It's an empty hall. Dude, they didn't try. It's an empty hallway, bro. Oh my God. I'm so glad, and I know you fucking retards are watching. I'm glad you all are fucking banned, okay? I just thank the Lord that your fat fucking mouth in here isn't running in my chat, because you losers would play contrarian and say, I'm glad you don't have that ability to speak in here. That's fucking amazing. Because you losers would defend this.
Just realism.
Oh.
And this is when I also knew, yeah, this is like RE8. You know, like
it's an asset flip.
That's the first thing
it's
I
an
thought
asset
of.
flip.
When you turn on a game, you see a bunch of stuff. Some of it you'll recognize. And
Here
then
we go.
There are the things that make you go,
No one.
Megascans
I
is
didn't
one
even
of
know
the
what this
largest
is.
libraries of high quality 3D assets.
Oh my God.
They're used in everything, from video games to movies.
Oh.
And there's over 14,000 assets.
It just feels way more generic. It feels like every other Resident Evil game where
Mega scans infest Resident Evil Village. That's from Quixel. 2021. Unreal.
4 felt so distinctive.
Now look at this right here. The teams, let's read this. The team spent 11 days in the United Kingdom and Spain photographing objects such as Gothic statues, bricks, and stone pavements for use in textures. So they actually got boots on the ground, and they went out and they did the research. That is. And I actually do believe Rockstar did that too with GTA 6. They went down to Miami and they took reference photos and stuff like that. And now they just go to this marketplace and they just buy textures to make it look like it fits within the world. Oh my God. It's like there's 100 videos within this one video that just continues to just double down on this, and you guys have you can't even counter, you can't even argue against this. Like I mean, even if you're a hardcore DEMAKE fan, what can you even say? The only thing you can resort to is just blatant attacks, because you got nothing on this. Look at this. They actually went out to the freaking location. Look at that. Sold.
Across the top of the great.
They literally found the
Hey,
pictures.
Mr. Beast here.
Oh,
Today
man.
we're gonna buy every item.
Capcom's buying it all.
Let's do it.
Resident Evil 4 will soon be getting the full modern Capcom facelift.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Look at that.
What
It's
are we
ripped right
doing?
out of Village, bro. It's fucking
facelift.
What are we?
What are
what
we
are
doing?
we doing?
What are we doing?
Oh,
all these games are asset flips, dude.
Village, cut and paste. It's a cut and paste.
It's like literally the same thing.
The village in the original game had this really stark, empty, desolate ghost town feel to it that really was unnerving and eerie. Instead, what they went with the remake is that it's overgrown and cluttered.
It looks pretty linear. Like, when I mean linear, I mean super linear. Despite the old one being linear, it still felt pretty open. You know, and it still felt like you could go anywhere, despite you couldn't. It still looked and felt like you could go anywhere.
It felt too boxed in and way too cluttered.
That's kind of the go-to plan for the remake is whenever we want to make something scary, let's just make it cluttered, dark, and bloody. That'll do the trick.
And they're shoving it down
your throat.
They're shoving it down your throat. Every freaking piece.
That is so bad, bro. I mean, first of all, it doesn't. I could see if they adjusted the opacity a little bit, but bro, why is that so like unrealistic looking? You know what I mean? Like, it is horrible. Look at this right here. They're not listening. Eric's is coming through.
At Eric's 223
and it's what we love to
has just
see.
Tipped $9
Boom, shakalaka.
through Super Chat. They're not listening.
They're not listening, and they don't care, and that's the problem, is that they still don't care. CROWBCAT has doubled down. There's like 100 videos just within this video when you really look at it. I mean, you could, every segment in this is almost a mic drop segment, right? I mean, really, from CROWBCAT, it's a mic drop segment where it's just like, well, shit, we don't even need to continue the video because the fucking point was made so well and so strongly that it's just over. I mean, who in their right mind would look at the DEMAKE and say that it's even worth fucking investing any time or money into? It's unbelievable. But this is just so sad. I mean, it really is. Eric's is in the building, and he is plowing through hard and strong with a 10 again. Get the lasers out. We love to see it. Beautiful support here today as well. Look at that crap. I already said it's like they watched Wrong Turn and they said, you know, we need blood and gore and guts and we need spooky stuff to tell the player that this is a scary game, because really they're just insulting your intelligence, because they figured you guys, you know, it's almost like they said, well, they're not going to understand subtlety, so we'll just throw the red blood everywhere and
is blood everywhere. Let's plaster blood everywhere in terms of the aesthetics and in terms
and they
of
got these cringe writings on stuff,
just overdoing it.
And dude, that's literally from Wrong Turn, bro. Like, well, fucking nigga, that is so cringe, dude. In the original, it's like a mystery. It's like there's obviously it's like this battle between normalcy and this like, well, there's obviously something off here, but we can't quite understand what that might be just yet when we first approach the freaking village, right? We can't fully grasp that. And in this game, it's like right off the bat, no. I mean, they just throw blood at you immediately, I think, right before you get into even the first cabin. The DEMAKE is terrible. I have to ban anyone that likes the DEMAKE in here. I'm sorry, because it's a low IQ statement. You're welcome to your opinion, but I don't want to hear about how you think this is better, because it's a low IQ statement and it's fake. There's no one that actually thinks that the DEMAKE is better. I'm actually convinced. I think it's a grift.
The original, you go into the village
You
and
don't
you don't really
know what's going on. You know, let's read what that says.
You go into the village and you don't.
In an isolated village, fear awaits. I mean, you don't have a clear indication on what's going on. Of course, something's amiss.
Really know what the fuck's going on.
What happened? It's lit. Oh my God! You see what I'm saying, CROWBCAT? Like, bro, he's showing. You're not understanding the video. It's my commentary, but it's also being justified with the actual video content. That isn't. You're not understanding this video, guys. It's like this is the E3 trailer, and it's like I didn't know what the fucking E3 trailer said, right? I didn't know it said what happened to the villagers. You know what I mean? So it's like, if that was my impression, then holy shit. Does that, I don't know how, I can't explain it, but like, bro, no one can defend the DEMAKE. This is unbelievable. What happened to the villagers? You don't know.
There's one scene where, the lady's hung up by the pitchfork, but that's...
Are they human? We don't know what's going on. That's why it works so well, because less is more. You don't need to blatantly tell the player that these are the bad guys and there's going to be a bucket of blood next to them because you think that that's what's working. You think that that's what's needed. That's baloney, bro. The DEMAKE is so fucking terrible. Right out of the gate. Dude, he shows it. Nothing is...
And part of the mystery of this game
Look at this.
is finding out what these new enemies are. I can't say that they are not zombies.
It looks like the people here carry out their lives like ordinary people.
They're riding the balance.
Yeah.
The people in this house eat like normal humans.
Huh. They use toilets. Guess they're at least somewhat civilized. I mean, they are human, as far as we're aware, right?
In the process, you'll find out who these people are and why they're doing what they're doing.
There's a build-up to it, and there's a build-up to it
in a way that
makes sense.
He's not
coming right out of the gate with stupid shit.
Dude, I can't. I can't. Oh my God.
In the original, the reason why the chainsaw guy was scary
that's
because
scary. He looked human, yeah.
More
deranged. Human. Like, you don't want to fuck with this guy because he's actually. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you don't want to fuck with the chainsaw guy because he actually looks normal, and that's actually really fucking scary. Like, what is possessing this kind of normal-looking guy to wield this chainsaw and go insane, right? That's scarier than what it shows.
And this, it's just like fucking like dinosaur.
I honestly think. I already said it. I'm not going to say it again because it sounds bad. But it's like, I think a lot of the people that like the DEMAKE are low IQ individuals. I honestly think it's a product for retarded people. I honestly do, because if this has to be spelled out to you, then maybe you are low IQ. You know, if Capcom thought to put bloody eyes on the chainsaw guy to make him look scary and to make him like in order for the end user to understand his existence and why he's bad, well, then maybe you're retarded. Maybe that's the point of the game, is to say that, hey, you're a retard. I mean, because like, bro, if this has to be spelled out to you, then holy shit, you're dumb.
Sore eyes. It looks stupid. It's fake.
It feels so Halloween-y.
Oh my
sacrificial.
God.
There's something far more unnerving about the villagers' lack of acknowledgement.
Fucking Halloween Town. Dude, it's the Halloween Town guy. Hold on. Oh, there's bugs crawling. Well, guys, we are running 22% on the battery. Hold on, I'm gonna Halloween Town villain, the Disney Channel movie. It's the Halloween Town guy. Dude. Oh my God. It's the Halloween Town guy. It's the Disney Channel Halloween Town guy. Dude, I am done. I am done, bro. Oh my. Dude. It's over. It's unbelievable, that'll tell you. They had to make it scary and spooky because they knew maybe in some way you could look at the DEMAKE and say that it was a social experiment. You could look at the DEMAKE and say, you know what, maybe this is a social experiment. Because it's like, how dumb are you guys? Like, maybe Capcom is low-key laughing, like they actually made it like dumb on purpose. Like, dude. Oh. Okay, here we go.
Lambs. There's something far more unnerving about the villagers' lack of acknowledgement in the
see, they don't care.
Original RE4.
They're busy. Oh,
this is the beginning of the game.
Oh.
They're just shoving it right in your face.
Oh,
this is spooky, you know. Let's remind the gamer that this is spooky.
When trying out this new camera, there was a lot of trial and error, seeing how close to or how far from the character would work.
I'm getting mad.
You cannot move and fire at the same time, nor can you stray from...
And that presents a search that you can't move and fire, and honestly, that's what needs to be brought back, because you actually, there's strategy to that. You have to know when to reload, you have to know when to do certain things. These bugs are on my ass, and I don't like them crawling up there. But I'll tell you, the restriction of not being able to play it like you're John Wick is actually more intense and more scary and more unnerving, because you have to strategize your placement, where you're at, what you're doing in that moment, and you don't have this like 360-degree ability, which is so stupid and unrealistic. But
side to side as you can in a typical shooter. This dynamic has an exceptional way of heightening tension.
Exactly.
Since your foes love to try to surround you.
Yep. See, they're all over it. You can't. Yep. You can just spin. You can spin like Harry fucking. You can spin like Harry Houdini.
You can just start aiming
Yep.
at all directions.
Unreal.
You can reload mid-reposition while angling the camera to keep an eye on the enemy.
I'm constantly like rotating the camera.
It's not even a video game anymore.
checking
Just
where
shut it down. Just shut it down. It's not even a video game anymore. Just the whole game should just be banned. It should never exist.
What's behind me?
You don't have that whole risk.
Look at this right here.
reward
CROWBCAT just
system of
plowing.
having-
So you got to shoot, move, reload. Like this is what you know, like you can't.
To manage what's creeping up behind
Exactly.
you.
You have to think about what you're doing when you play. This is why you guys don't like the OG, because you actually have to use your fucking brain. Holy shit.
You were trapped in this cramped space with an unpredictable monster who would dip around all over the place.
Fly around. And look at the mood, the vibe, the tone of the atmosphere.
Chaotically.
You got the fog, heavy fog, you got the fire, you got...
Camera system never quite allowing you to keep track of him at all times.
Exactly. I mean, less is more. That's why the OG Halloween works. Halloween 1978. We don't need to see what Michael Myers is doing. Less is more. We don't need to see what motivates Michael Myers. That's why the Rob Zombie Halloween remake didn't really work. Of course, it's his vision, but I don't need to see that he had a dysfunctional family and then he went crazy and then he you know, they threw him in the asylum. I don't need all of that, you know? And it's just like, bro, sometimes less is more. When I don't know where the enemy is at in the game and I can't move the camera, I'm not going to explain. If you can't get it from the video, then
Now the edges are sanded off, and it's less intense, less memorable.
Plus, with a narrower view, there's more tension, and by being up close, it's easier to feel like you're right there in the game.
Exactly.
It is not the way it is because it's an old game and the designers didn't know any better. It isn't outdated just because it isn't like every newer game.
カメラの画角、普通の TPS と今で言う TPS とも違う
different from third-person shooters back then and even now.
But nowadays there's this assumption that adding features to make a game more in line with modern audiences' expectations automatically makes it better.
Now when he runs, he has this weird sort of delay or inertia. He doesn't have precision in his movement. There's this heaviness, awkwardness to it where you're never quite fully in control of Leon's movement. And then on top of that, there's a lot of gun sway.
Did you guys just see that? Like, he wasn't even hitting him.
You're aiming in terms of actually lining up and firing.
Wow, how did that hit the box, dude?
Did they fix that? Like, dude, oh my god.
Excuse me?
Exactly. Just shut it off and get the refund. Just shut it off and get the refund. Holy shit.
Like, did you see that?
Sometimes shot will stagger, sometimes they don't.
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Drop the girl.
This kid, dude, I kicked this guy and shot him in the head 4 times.
Amelia,
he's alive.
It's stupid.
What are you made
It's
of?
stupid.
Furthermore, stuns come in the forms of so much fuckery in this game.
That hit me? No shot. Why is he so tanky?
Somebody can walk in a window, and if you're near that person when
Like,
they climb
it doesn't
in the window,
even feel like you're fighting enemies. It feels like you're fighting like stone creatures or something. Like they're just statues. They don't even react to like anything. Like in the original, I think in the first CROWBCAT video, he showcases that, you know, you got different things that you can aim at, and it feels more realistic. And in this one, it's just like everyone's a stone statue enemy, and it's just like you're you know, it just projects the bullets onto a stiff. Like, it's just horrible.
Why can't I stun him jumping out the window?
The gameplay, it's not Resident Evil 4 gameplay. Like, I don't know what they were like. Resident Evil 6 is more akin to Resident Evil 4 than this because it is more action arcade.
They knew the fundamentals of what makes a game feel good.
Boom. Blast them. That's satisfying. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is one of my favorite parts of the video. Hold on. Guys, I got 18%. We probably won't be able to finish it, although we've been through it already, but we spent way too much time yapping earlier. We do apologize for that.
Feel good.
You can lure enemies to a door.
You can lure enemies to the door. Look at this right here. Like an actual gameplay mechanic. Like, this is not nitpicking. It's literally in the manual.
In front of it to block them, and then shoot through the door to buy yourself more time.
I love when CROWBCAT just puts that hammer down and that nail goes right into the fucking wood. You know what I mean?
In front of it to block them, and then shoot through the door to buy yourself more time.
Boom. Everything's made of stone in the game, bro. It's literally in the manual. It's in the hints section. You can shoot enemies. Look at that right there. It's literally in the manual. I think I remember that stream where I showed you guys. You can shoot enemies through the doors.
Ashley, get in the room. Get in the room. Come on.
Where are you going? You got this terrible AI.
In the originals, she's as easy to work with as AI companions come. She stays right behind Leon, and the camera even zooms out so that you don't lose sight of her.
And look at that clip. Look at that clip that CROWBCAT just showed.
Behind Leon, and the camera even zooms out so that
shoots him through the door.
That you don't lose sight of her.
Wait, follow me.
All right, Ashley, wait here.
Oh.
No, Ashley, stay up here. Oh my God, please don't. They're making me take her
It's
through
over.
the fucking maze.
You can no longer freeze her in place. Instead, you can only change the distance she follows you from.
Bro, how can you not run past? You're actually too slow.
You okay?
Yeah.
Because you have so much less control over her, and there always tends to be a gap of some kind between you, she naturally gets into more trouble.
Ashley, don't walk in
They
front
probably
of
did
the
that to
shotgun.
they probably did that to expand the length of the game.
Hey,
Hey, Ashley, get
If
your
she's
ass
that
over here.
dumb, I mean.
She artificially stuck to you like a magnet and could wait or hide away whenever you tell her to on a moment's notice, which is why whenever she gets hurt or gets captured in the original game, it's mainly your fault for not positioning her correctly.
Yeah, instead of the
Get back in
computer.
the fucking locker. Ashley! Oh, fuck. Ashley! Amazing
Unreal.
AI, dude.
Unreal. Look at this.
I'm not
Instant
even-
replay.
I can't even show
Dude.
it to her.
Is it did they not fix that? Oh my god. Sacrificial lamb.
What the fuck was that about?
Are they behind me?
You don't know they're everywhere. I mean that's what's scary.
Something behind me.
Check on behind me.
It's the way the camera system creates that effect. And what's also beautiful about it is the art direction of the castle complements that. It is brightly lit. It is beautiful. It is ornate. And yet something's off.
It's eerie, it's
Something is
unsettling.
wrong, but
Right,
that wrongness
exactly.
is subtle
It-
and disturbing. So what did they do with the remake?
Oh my
They
god.
turned it into a generic horror show.
Blatant, like fucking, like, oh yeah, this is spooky.
Fog does not equal scary. I don't know what's up with modern remakes always have to add fog, and their fog is like overdone.
Instead, they just add shadows and smoke and red light and blood and
They
writing
don't
on the
get it,
walls.
man.
Oh, isn't that
Oh my
so
god,
scary?
that is so terrible.
Is Resident Evil 4 Remake scarier than the original?
Of course.
A little, by the
I
way.
think
Dude, these guys didn't even play the. They didn't even play the
In
original.
the original, Leon would make jokes only in cutscenes and comm calls. So all of the cheesiness was confined to intermittent cutscenes and comm calls.
Does Leon still say, and I quote, "I knew you'd be fine if you landed on your butt"?
In the remake,
It's
the
an
cutscenes and
all-inclusive
comm
game.
calls
They can't
are
rock the
a
boat.
lot more serious in tone. However, the remaining 95% of the game is
Oh.
punctuated by continuous
Yap session.
quips and jokes from Leon while we were in the middle of combat.
Bill me for the repairs later. I am flattered. But I'm a one-lady type of guy. Sorry, you're not my type. Watch where you're swinging those things. Guess your tap dancing days are over. God damn, you're a big boy. You got worms too?
The obsession. Modern gaming.
What?
Modern gaming.
You got worms too?
No food for you.
Oh.
Ah, the entertainment. I guess this is their idea of a warm welcome. Not bad, right? Hi there.
It's Reddit dialogue. It's Reddit dialogue.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh? You guys are really starting to become a giant pain in my ass. Wow, Ramon, you are really slacking on your pest control. That's your true power? Oh, I'd ask for a refund.
The only way I could defend the DEMAKE is if the devs made this. Maybe they were contractual. Hold on, I need you to. This is like some conspiracy theory shit. Because there's a band that did. There's a band that did this. They made a shitty song, like taking the piss. Like let's just put this song together and throw it out there, and it actually worked. Like it actually became very popular. In fact, I think that's what that one duo group did in the 2000 in the pop duo group, the LMFAO. Didn't they make their music as a joke and it actually took off? Like they didn't make it because they were serious. They made it because they were just taking the piss out of the current scene, and they wanted to parody that and you know mock it, right? It was satire of the current music scene. So they made these like typical stereotypical pop beat songs and it actually took off. I mean, if the DEMAKE was made in that sense where the devs said like, let's just make this into, because we're contractually obligated to make the Resident Evil 4 remake. If they were contractually out, and I'm not saying this is anything true, but this is how I could justify how terrible this game is and how it would actually, okay, well then maybe it's different in that sense, but it's not, unfortunately. But if they were contractually obligated to make the Resident Evil 4 remake, and motherfucking ass, they just said, well, let's just throw in the most stereotypical shit that we can possibly do and the most modernized kind of Resident Evil game that we can think of and just throw it all out there and see if it works. You know, then I could say, well, maybe this is a high IQ game, actually. I could say, well, maybe the devs actually You know, but that's not the case. I mean, it's not the case. Even that one song, Blur 2, woohoo. I'm pretty sure that song was made as a joke, like, and then it took off. You see what I'm saying? Like they just squirt around and take the piss out of something, and then it actually works. Well, that would be great if that's what the Capcom devs did with this DEMAKE, where they just kind of take the piss out of the modern games industry and shoehorn all this garbage into this. That would be amazing, but they didn't do it. So we can't defend it.
For you.
They actually wanted you to take this game seriously.
Jesus.
Unreal.
Cuddly bastard. Twisty son of a bitch.
My point is that these stupid voice lines undermine the atmosphere.
It's a yap
completely,
session, bro. Like,
and
what
due to their
is this
frequency,
garbage?
Make getting immersed in the horror practically impossible.
It's unbelievable. Conspiracy brain. It's a yap session.
Frozen's a good look for you. Sorry, must have slipped. Eat this. Looks like it's gonna take more than that.
It's unreal.
So we're playing hide and seek, is that it?
Oh. Dude, the yellow paint, it cuts
window.
to the yellow tape too right there.
We can't go through the window?
That was a great...
What the hell? But it's got tape on it.
I haven't seen any yellow marked barrels yet. Oh, is that yellow jizz or is that just hay?
Oh.
For our game designers, affordance is a great way to communicate to the player what they can interact with or where they can go. It's not a single color.
It's not a single color. So this is how you're supposed to do it.
In the context of the
This is how you're supposed to do it. They couldn't even. Oh man.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Oh.
Instead, why don't we literally paint lines in the level that the players can follow?
They should just put Billy
even
Mays
though
in the
it
game and
looks
start selling.
absolutely absurd.
I don't know what like research and data they found from players, but clearly someone suggested to Capcom like they need more guidance. They get upset when they get lost and frustrated, and then they have a tendency to not continue playing. And that's why Capcom has Resident Evil 7 has this problem too, I believe. And you know, it's crazy because no one pointed it out. That's a 2017 game, by the way. This is before this all became a part of the conversation. They said this is a modern. I mean, 2017 wasn't super long ago, but it's in there too. It's in Resident Evil 7. I think that's the game we were thinking of the other day. It's literally in Resident Evil 7. They got the yellow paint everywhere. They got the yellow paint everywhere in Resident Evil 7. It's unreal. Let's see. It's a streamer game, only fixed camera angles, noise, rock band, crows. We got 13% battery. We're not going to be able to finish the video. I mean, we've already went through it yesterday, but you know, we are finding new things here to react to. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I said. Song 2 by Blur. That's what I was talking about. There's no one in here that's talking about the game. We got Arthur Morgan in here and Pixie and Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Where's everyone else at? When I start playing the video, they start clamming up. I think they low-key disagree with it. I think they like the DEMAKE. They literally like, why did your grandpa buy you the DEMAKE or something, and then he passed away in like 2024? I don't understand like what your obsession is with this DEMAKE. Plastered this game with nothing but
the Stanley Parable Adventure.
They might as well
line.
just do that.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
They might as
Thanks
well
for the
just-
yellow paint. Never would have thought to
Horrible.
walk up here.
Look at that. I've seen some dumb sections where it's like,
Oh my
why is
God.
the yellow paint there? Like, is the player that
It's
stupid?
unreal.
Fight them off.
Dude.
Okay.
We are aiming to create a Resident
It's
Evil
over, all
4 that
inclusive, it's
everyone
over,
can enjoy.
DEI.
So please look forward to it. Thank you. Thank you so
my
much.
God. It's
Why
over.
didn't you show the laser, bro?
Couldn't even
Why didn't you
include the
show the
laser. The lasers.
Why didn't they show the laser?
How do you look at the original game and say, oh, let's change this to a generic crosshair?
Oh.
I always felt a laser sight was a more immersive reticle than putting a white dot in the middle of the screen.
Oh
you can
my-
unlock laser sights later, but you
Dude.
only equip them to certain guns.
You only get it on 2 weapons, fellas. That's it.
Plus the
That's
DLC.
it?
Oh
It just doesn't fit on the Red 9.
So the guy that told you the lasers in the game.
Look at this right here. Shadow of Yarn is in the building with a 19-month loyalty badge, and it is what we love to see. He says remakes are not always the answer. Some things are always best left in the past. Just look at the Demon Souls remake. Yeah, that's another thing too. If you're a Demon Souls fan, apparently they ruined that PS5 remake is really bad. It's kind of similar to this, but I'm not into Demon Souls, so you know my level of care is not really there. But apparently they did the same thing with the Demon Souls remake on that PS5 remake. That's what we're talking about. Shadow of Yarn in the building.
Lied to me.
Wait, hold on. Didn't they? I don't know if this is true or not, and I could look it up, but we got low back. I got 10%, so we're gonna have to wrap this up in probably another 5 minutes or so, maybe 10 if it lasts that long. But wasn't it announced? I swear to God, maybe this was fake. Wasn't it announced that Jacksepticeye is making a Bloodborne movie? Dude, I swear I woke up and read that. Jacksepticeye is making a Bloodborne movie? Dude, I gotta look that up. It's gonna eat some battery up, but I gotta look that up. Maybe it was a parody thing on Twitter. Let's just type in Jackseptic. There's no way this is real. It is real. Bloodborne video game getting R-rated. It's an animated movie adoption. So it's animated from Jacksepticeye. How did this guy? Okay. Why are they what? How do these people get these jobs? Like who was in charge where they said that Jacksepticeye was the best candidate to make an animated Bloodborne movie? Like, I don't understand. How does that even make sense? Sometimes I think they just hire anyone. And that way, if a movie fails, you know, no one really cares. Or they can pay the director really low. See, if they hire someone big to do a movie, they got to pay the director big money, and that, you know, nobody wants to do that. So they hire these random hobos. And I'm not saying Jacksepticeye's a hobo, because obviously he's not. But it's like, bro, how many animated movies has he done? It's like they just, I don't know.
It's all in there.
That won't cover it, I'm afraid.
You have to do side quests to
Unreal.
unlock
Unreal.
the fucking literally on the cover.
laser?
Literally on the cover. I mean, it's a Ubisoft. It's a Ubisoft.
Hey, why not go through that area again?
You got to
and
roam
kill
around.
3
It's
rats?
unreal.
Killing 3 rats.
Oh my God.
Seriously, guys? Kill 3 rats. Sell 3 vipers.
Oh.
Kill another 3 rats. Shoot some more blue medallions.
And of course, the way it works,
Chores.
like with all remakes, is that Capcom have taken the level design of
And
Resident
they've-
Evil 4
oh.
and stretched it out.
It's more open and explorable than before, but even if you mainline it, it doesn't feel as tight.
It feels
The
like
pacing's
I'm
terrible.
doing errands around the lake.
I feel like there needs to be a
Horrible
little more sense
pacing.
of urgency when it comes to that.
Yeah, we're trying to find the president's daughter. President's daughter. Look at this. You're trying to find the president's daughter, right? She's in big trouble.
When it comes to
and you're roaming around in the DEMAKE. You're roaming around in the DEMAKE, and you're doing a chicken. You're doing an egg hunt. Okay, we're done. I'm done. If it is official, if you like the DEMAKE, you're entitled to that opinion. Okay, but I'm also entitled to my opinion. And my opinion is that if you like the DEMAKE, you could very well be a low IQ individual. Okay? They have no respect for the player's intelligence with this game. You know, they got this egg hunt while you're supposed to look for the president's daughter. You know, what are we doing? Is really the question. What are we doing? Oh man, can someone in here that has a Harvard like can we get some Harvard graduates in here or something? I mean, are you guys serious right now? Look at this stupid, silly shit. You know, you're trying to find the president's daughter. She's in trouble. They get Leon S. Kennedy, this specialized agent, on the task. And you're roaming around like freaking Harry Houdini in this game, doing an egg hunt in the DEMAKE.
Urgency when it comes to that.
What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle.
What is this now?
And you got all these terrible puzzles. So they wanted to pad they wanted to pad it out.
Pacing in the original game is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the highlights of that experience. You can't fuck with that.
Many of these areas seem to be gated off, but can be accessed by solving small puzzles.
That's just going to make the extension of this game, you know, padded garbage.
Yep.
Shit, they took my gear.
Oh, my God.
Hey, am I tripping?
Yep.
Where's all my stuff?
Extend the player
Pull
length.
the first switch, pull the second switch up top, drop down, go through the door, activate the next switch, go through the door, activate the next switch, go through the door,
dude.
this switch.
I don't remember that puzzle, but I'm never playing the DEMAKE again,
Not
dude.
gonna lie, this game is dragging.
Oh my
You have
God.
those forced in-game cutscenes, and Leon starts moving really fucking slow, or you got to squeeze through this thing, or you got to like move that thing like an RE2 remake.
RE2 remake, yeah, same cut and paste.
You think this is a load screen?
All of it is just padding, slop, garbage, horrible. Look at that yellow, dude. Just there's like 400 videos within this video, bro. It's insane.
Can we just go?
This is a 5-minute sequence here. Then you got to squeeze through the wall. Shut it down, bro. Just turn it off.
Oh my God.
Unreal.
Oh no. Is this like a fucking section?
Oh, Last
It
of Us
is.
2.
Forced. Walk in chat. Load
Unreal.
screen.
Unreal.
I love you, Ashley
Oh
section.
my God. They do this in
Damn.
Requiem too. Oh my
You can't
God.
skip it?
Dude, it's a
You're gonna take out the container boss and you're gonna put this shit in, dude?
That's not our policy. You have to order something from the lunch menu.
I don't want lunch. I want breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
It's one of my favorite parts of the entire game. Having to
What a
rush
great
through
movie.
this small, cramped collection of cages while the clock is ticking.
It was a fucking terrifying sequence.
It is a terrifying.
And that challenged your
You
head
got
a
so
little
much
bit
pressure,
because you had to figure
so
out
much
where
tension.
to go within that maze. And in addition to that, he was attacking. And in addition to that, you were on a timer. So you had 3 things going at once, and
You gotta
that's
hit
why
the
they cut it.
switches.
It was
I mean,
too difficult.
Too difficult. They took it out. Normies couldn't handle it. Snap his
I'm
neck.
thinking to myself, like,
Dude.
hey, did this part happen?
Oh.
And then it's like, it didn't happen.
2 routes cut.
And I'm past it already. It seems like they've cut a lot out.
The stuff they've added doesn't begin to cover the worth of what we lost. You're creating a remake and it has less content than the original version that was almost 20 years old.
This is what I mean, dude. All they do is fucking remove shit. Why? It's a fucking remake, dude. Are you remaking the game or fucking what?
What? Come
Oh.
on, man. No rope?
Cut.
There's a bunch of shit that is removed. And it's
Look
a
at that right there,
continued-
CROWBCAT showing this. That's some balls to show this because they get real hot. They get real hot about this one. This is an RE2, by the way. This is RE2 remake he's talking about real quick, by the way. So the zapping system, that's cut. The marshalling yard, that's cut. Crows cut. The spiders, the moths, the lickers. I mean, it's over.
tradition here with these RE Engine remakes.
For some reason, I do not see nobody.
Look at that. Even the main menu is so soulless.
Here with these RE
Clinic, it's like you're at a doctor's office. Imagine coming home from your 9 to 5. I got 7% battery, so we have to wrap up the stream. Can you imagine coming home from your 9 to 5 and you boot up your favorite video game, by the way, and it looks like that? You might as well go to the doctor's office and watch fucking paint dry, because this is not exuding fun. This is not exuding soul. This is not exuding any entertainment whatsoever. I mean, this is why these people are depressed these days, because they play these terrible ass video games. It's a sad situation is really what it is. In my opinion, this right here is linked to depression. If this is what a human being wants to do on planet Earth, is load up a doctor's office game, then my God, that's why you're depressed.
Engine remakes. For some reason, I do not see nobody talking about cut content in this game. To call out Resident Evil 3 Remake cut content and not call this game out for cut
It's
content?
hypocritical. It's hypocritical. They exactly. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's that. Is that the Giovanni guy in here? They clam up in my streams, but they get. But nonetheless, it's a great point because they were so hell bent on this. RE3 remake is terrible. RE3 remake is terrible. I talked with the. RE3 remake is terrible. RE3 remake is terrible. All the cut content, clock tower, blah 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 blah. But it's okay for this game to have all that cut content, right? It's totally okay for this game to have all of that cut content. Yet in Resident Evil 3 remake, it was one of the biggest problems. It's so hypocritical, is what it is. It's so hypocritical, is what it is.
Can't help you. I can't help you.
Shut it down.
You can't talk to him?
Oh.
What?
Like, if you want to talk about unrealistic, like the Salazar statue and how stupid that played out in the original, that doesn't make sense, right? And then you have this massive roller coaster underground. It is so unrealistic.
It's
way more
fun.
unrealistic.
It just takes you out of the experience because it's like they want to try this
unlimited
grounded
ammo,
approach.
Which feels like
unlimited
an
ammo
climax. Increasingly a scripted, Uncharted style song
God.
set piece rather than an engaging death trap that you have
Yeah.
to use
Look-
real
look at-
ammo
look at-
and
look at this.
reflexes to ward
Look at
off
this.
with a horde of chainsaws and
They just drop right in on you.
directly
Oh.
to your cart.
Yep, and that could be a
When they approached Capcom to release the original trilogy on PC, Capcom literally met them
God,
with,
CROWBCAT
why would
is
you
fucking.
want the old games? when
No
we have
wonder
the
why they're
superior
pissed, bro. Like,
remakes?"
I mean,
Like,
he is hammering
Huh?
it down. Nothing. Resident
They
Evil.
didn't do the Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Can we please stop hiding the classic Resident Evil title call behind the OG soundtrack swap?
So that's DLC though?
Oh my God.
It's all in there. A little while after the game was released, new DLC was added into the game in the form of
Holy
purchasable,
shit.
exclusive upgrade tickets for your weapons in the shop.
You have a ticket, do ya? Nice.
All the decent attaché cases that are actually worth jack shit are locked behind the deluxe edition DLC that I didn't buy.
Unlocks
God.
additional treasures that cannot be found with the various.
There
treasure
might need
maps
to be
on
a
the
third
table.
video. Like we gotta.
Yeah.
Dude,
It does point them out
they're
to you, but it
still not
also
getting
just
it.
creates new ones that didn't exist before that. That's the pay-to-win treasure. This one right here.
This is everything that's wrong
Sapphire,
with
boom,
modern
that's an extra
gaming, and you
4K that I
losers
wouldn't
eat
normally
it
have.
up.
Like, that's so.
God, you guys are
The
solo
Mercenaries mode,
IQ.
the staple of the Resident Evil franchise, was also not included in the game at launch. We had to wait later for an update.
Oh.
When it finally did come out, it was unfinished, as Ada and Wesker were nowhere to
Censored
be found,
as well.
and there was one less stage.
Waterworld was a huge and elaborate
One less
stage,
stage,
but
you had to
the
wait
box is
for it?
just a
Oh.
small square. And this stage is also
Mercenaries
good for the
was their
story
day
where
one.
Leon has his final battle with Sadler.
It's
So
it's
much
an
for
ass.
no cut
They just.
content.
Oh.
I think my favorite thing in this whole fucking game is those bald dudes in the castle that like
Motolo.
kidnap Ashley and go like.
Yeah, that's creepy as shit. And since the camera is so restrictive, you
took
can't.
those guys out, dude.
That's a part of the mood, the vibe, the atmosphere. You never not hear the fucking voices.
They're all around
All
you.
of this just works.
They're all around you. Someone's coming through. Hold on. We gotta. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Super chat.
Holy
Scheduled the board meeting
shit.
for another day.
Holy
Michael is preaching.
shit. Talking Games is in the building. He is plowing through with the Bruce Wayne bucks, and it is what we love to see. Holy shit. Talking Games is in the building. He is plowing through bigly and strongly. We are unfortunately at extremely low battery, 4% battery. We are going to have to wrap it up. We can't finish. We have gone through the video yesterday, but Talking Games is in the building, and he is plowing through it in a way that makes sense. Hard and strong, $100 super chat. And it is what we love to see as Talking Games is in the building, and he is plowing through with the Bruce Wayne Bucks. Beautiful big-time support coming through and in a way that makes sense, and it is what we love to see. Let's get the lasers out and the fireworks as well, as Talking Games is in here with the Bruce Wayne Bucks, and it is what we love to see. I am literally at 5% battery, so within the next few minutes we have to wrap the stream up, otherwise it will be cutting off. Which is unfortunate because I could go longer. The storms are holding off. But Talking Games is in the building. He is coming through bigly and strongly with the Bruce Wayne Bucks. And it is what we love to see. He says he scheduled the board meeting for another day. World Class is preaching. Well, there we are. I mean, and you know, we're going through this video, and it's a beautiful film. It's not a video; it's a film. And there's so many great points in this, and it's just like you could pause the video and say, well, that's all that was needed. I mean, if anyone likes the DEMAKE after that, then they're just low IQ. I mean, you guys like SLOP, and that's very apparent. I mean, that's why these people aren't in here. There's a lot of people that should be in the chat right now, but they actually got offended by this. They're still really hot about this. They can't handle it. But Talking Games is in the building. He is plowing through bigly and strongly. I'm at 4% battery. We unfortunately have to wrap it up because it will be cutting off here at any moment. The lasers should have came out. We have to cut it off right now because we're at 4%. If we don't cut it off now, it's just going to end. We were yapping way too long earlier. I didn't think the battery was going to... the fireworks aren't working. We didn't think the battery was gonna dissipate that long. Well, we've been live for 3 hours. So Talking Games coming through bigly and strongly with the Bruce Wayne Bucks, and it is what we love to see. Guys, the video is linked down below. Be sure to go watch this and watch it without any reaction and think for yourself and try and enjoy the film because it's a beautiful film. And you know, I mean, even today I'm just getting worked up again because it's like, bro, how could anyone tolerate such slop and soulless garbage is really beyond me. I mean, you really have to be a consumer without any train of thought. The only thing that your concern is lining up to really the buffet and consuming. That's it. So, guys, I have to wrap this up. I'm going to take a screenshot of the battery because some people in here are going to say that we're trolling, but we're not. It is at 3%, folks. That's with the low power on. So, unfortunately, that's where it stands. We are at 3%. We have to wrap it up now. Be sure to watch the CROWBCAT video on your own. And you guys... if you haven't done so already, it's in the link in the description. You can type in CROWBCAT. And we want to thank CROWBCAT for really making this and doubling down and putting that hammer to the nail once again, even though it's a tough thing to do, especially with a lot of the crazies on the internet, really crazy, sick people, disgusting individuals. But you know, it speaks to their mental illness and really they're not so. You know, they're not in a great position in life if they're going to get mad over someone's take on a video game. I mean, that's just some pretty low IQ stuff. But it's a beautiful film, and it's a shame that so many people are accepting of this terrible soulless corporate entity of the Resident Evil 4 DEMAKE, and how it's just become socially acceptable to say it's a masterpiece when and that's all it is. It's a social thing. You know, their buddies said it was great, so they have to say it was great. Otherwise, you know, it's a sad thing, but that's where it stands. I mean, so make sure to go watch the CROWBCAT video, guys. We have to end the stream here. I know some of you guys just got off work and school, but I mean, I got 2% battery. It will cut off, so I have to play this out right now. But again, huge shout out and a thank you to CROWBCAT for not only featuring World Class, but for again taking that nail with the hammer and going even harder in and really just showing the reality of the situation, because it's fucking insane. I mean, I'm even getting more mad. Hell, I think there should be a third video. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Alrighty, well, we're going to wrap it up here before it cuts off. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. Arthur, who let the simpleton out of the...